right. Try the one.
I had a dream to be dripping off VVS diamonds. Now I'm flexing on Malcolm and I'm shining. 500K on the wrist, 60K in my mouth. I brush with Windex, gang.
I'm trying to see what that thing look like from the back. Quit playing with a player.
No way! That's him! You have got to be kidding me! Martin Luther King Jr. just walked back into a wrestling ring. Wait, the roof's about to 8 years away.
You want to know the truth? I ain't got no dreams no more. I am the dream.
It's Triple D, nigga. We hustle hard. We in the streets, nigga. We do this all day. 24/7. Yeah, nigga.
Cutie, put the link in the midst. I'm live on my Facebook page too, Tom. Yeah. Put the link because he having a problem with the link that I sent him, QD. So put it, would you drop it in the comment so he can just click on? That's the easiest way. QD about to drop it in the comments.
On your page?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't letting us do the Facebook.
I'm on Facebook. My live is on.
Share it one time. Share it from your Facebook.
All right, I'm finna share it.
I think you're the only one that can see it.
Yeah, because you're the only one that can see it because it says you live, but I don't see it.
Oh man, boy.
I don't know what she done did.
Let me tap in with live right now. I see the comments that where you put the link in there. Is
it showing the Facebook?
No, I'm talking about over here in our comments.
Yeah, is it showing Facebook on there? The Facebook link?
I mean, we should be able to. I got one viewer on here now. Let's see, 2 viewers. I see 2 viewers on here right now. So it's streaming from my Facebook.
Okay.
Let me see the comments.
Yeah, it's going up now.
Yeah,
going up now.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm a T-R-A-P, I ain't gon' even spell it. I'ma beat the road, get it ready, you don't gotta mail it. Wonder what bitch I hit, made this nigga jealous. I don't know, but I hope she told him he can't fuck with Freddy. Bitch, I'm pushing packs, I was no way back from having racks. Now we riding lax, DP back to back, like we in a rack. Open up a trap, I go a murr, make it jumpin' jack. When you take a zip, the 26, you know they coming back. Gotta keep it clean, I was sending work back in my scheme. So that football shit was just a dream, I was in a trap on beans. I was the youngest nigga out in my clique, get money, it wasn't no secret. I went candy red on 26, you can go back and have my teacher. I'm a T-R-A-P, I ain't gon' even spell it. I'ma beat the road, get it ready, you don't gotta mail it. Wonder what bitch I hit, made this nigga jealous. I don't know, but I hope she told him he can't fuck with Freddy. Was in a 745 on Out of Couture's bumping Freddy. Double back on me in a dually on Malcolm X, the east side heavy. Think my daddy Bruce Wayne, nigga, I grew up in them box Chevys. When you pull on Frazier, nigga, you better have your shit together. Fast forward, nigga, I'm the face of my side, nigga. Big man having motion, got your hoe wanna come outside, nigga. When you whoop her, I'm who fuck her, lil' be in her side, nigga. No roll like a Kawasaki, your shit like a bicycle. I'm a T-R-A-P, I ain't gon' even spell it. I'ma beat the road, get it ready, you don't gotta mail it. Wonder what bitch I hit, made this nigga jealous. I don't know, but I hope she told him he can't fuck with Freddy.
What time is it? A great time. What time is it? It's our time. What time is it? It's show time. What time is it? It's my time. What time is it? It's your time. What time is it? It's our time. What time is it? It's show time. Not a fashion, a main attraction. The minute we step out the door, you dig? Talking the ride, we ready to slide on any nigga wanna go. You dig? Whatever the place, where's the stage, we keep the people won't go again. Forever so solid, surrounded with talent already. We running the show for real. Kids them function, jumping. Yeah, we doing something. Not standing around looking at each other doing nothing. It's about that time, cause I ain't wasting mine. Any millisecond on the clock, I'ma maximize. Maxed out seats, a hole in the wall and all. Regardless of the situation, the play is the ball. Knock the roof off the stadium. Performance on live, stars in the universe, having a good time. Element of surprise, or do electronic device. Got you feeling the vibe, now you're moving from side to side. If they stuck and they high, don't worry, pay them no mind. Long as they ain't tripping, we ain't got reason to slide. That's a no-go, under the feel like a low-low. Losing regulation, got them hating on the low-low. You can hit the dough, bro, you ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. It's about the show. What time is it? A good time. What time is it? A great time. What time is it? It's our time. What time is it? It's show time. What time is it? It's my time. What time is it? It's your time. What time is it? It's our time. What time is it? It's show time. Dress for the fashion, the main attraction. The minute we step out the door, you dig? I'm gonna ride, we ready to slide on any nigga wanna go, you dig? Whatever the place, support the stage, we get the people want more again. Whatever the solid, surrounded with talent already, we running the show for real. I stand with action, the crowd satisfaction. I posted like presidents in the election. Dedicate, educate, meditate, only the wise alive.
Hey, Cutie, before we go, are you able to see Town in the back? They singing.
They say you backstage?
Yeah.
I don't see him back there. You on the right one?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me see.
He said he tried the QR code also. Y'all brought with us, man, right now.
Okay.
We streaming
Okay,
different. We streaming different today, y'all. We trying to get our special guest on, so I want y'all. We need y'all to brought with us for a few seconds, and we finna, we finna get it live in this thing, man. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We had, of course, we hit the fur this weekend. Me and QD hit the fur. He hit the fur before I did. I hit QD
I was
up
up early that morning.
I hit QD up. I made it out there by 4 something. I said, QD out, man. He said, man, I got out there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I got to watch, we in Dallas, man. These Cowboy fans, something different, man. That man got up early in the morning. Make sure he didn't miss not one down of the Cowboys, man. He got up 10 o'clock in the morning, went to the far, man.
Hey, man, it's real. It's real, man. When you're a Cowboy fan, bro, it's Hey, there he is. Okay.
There we go.
Now we
There
in.
we go.
Now we in, y'all. Hey, man.
I'm finna
It's
hang
going
up.
down, man. The Lions DFW. We in the building. If y'all don't know who we are,
Okay.
I am QD Period.
I am your boy Billy Vale.
And we are the Lions DFW.
We are the Lions.
Hey, man. October the 20th, man. October went by pretty fast, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like these months going by fast nowadays. So, I mean, I guess we got to cherish every moment of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, we here. Y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. Share the live on whatever platform you on. We are streaming live from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, X, wherever you want to call. We trying to get our TikTok thing going on, man. I probably need to go live on TikTok one time. Start getting that going on, man, because we need to be on TikTok as well.
Man, I heard we got to abide by the rules for real over there, boy. They can't say white, but they got to say white tea people and all. I said, man, what type of
I
stuff?
don't know, bro. When I went on there, I saw a couple people. J-Rock, I always be on live on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it's cool, but we'll see. All we can do is find out. You know what I'm saying? But man, we got a special brother in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? In the lounge tonight, man. Brother Tony Muhammad. He gonna break down this topic that we got tonight. He was here, but you know,
yeah. Hopefully, get back on, man.
Let's get him.
You can hear me if you need to call me again.
Because we know for a fact that link worked. So, hey, man, y'all make sure. Oh, there you go. All right, y'all make sure y'all share the live. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be getting with Tony Muhammad in the next few minutes. So, man, we just grab your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? And get in tune because we're gonna be talking about something real tonight, man. Who's most responsible for creating a single parent home, the man or the woman? We're gonna go down through there tonight, man. We're gonna give y'all some real live knowledge on this, and we want to also get, we'll get some comments, man. We want to hear what y'all got to say as well. Say, man, let's get this out of the way, and then we're gonna get to brother Tony Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? And let's set the tone real quick. Hey, man, word on the street brought to you by the Lions DFW. Let's go. All right, man, word on the street, man. We gonna first what we gonna do, man. We gonna do this right here, man. Shout out to Shay Madcliffe, man. Dallas's own, man. She got her belt back. You know what I'm saying? She said she's on a revenge tour right now. So shout out to her, man. She just won her a nice little old battle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get to watch the fight. I'll probably watch it, you know what I'm saying? It's probably sometime tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Just check it out, see what was going on, man. But chicken back in effect, y'all. You know what I'm saying? She said, man, she got the city on her back, man. Let me show y'all some footage of chicken winning that fight.
Come on. Come on, chick. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah! Come on, chicken! Yes! What? Yeah, bitch! That's my bitch!
Man, say one thing about our people, our own. Man, we gonna shout out, man. Say so.
We gonna show some love in the city, man.
Shay, man, she did a thing.
We
man.
love our city, man.
We gonna show some love in this city, man.
Yes,
no matter what, man. But hey, man, yeah. Shout out to old chicken, man. She did her thing. Next, what I got for y'all, man. Your boy, NBA YoungBoy, man. He was out in Louisiana over the weekend, man. He had a show in Louisiana, and he decided to show some love to the fans, man. He went on Bourbon Street and did a little kicking it, and seemed like that didn't go the way that he planned it, man. Because NBA YoungBoy, he want to connect with his fans, man. But NBA YoungBoy got to understand, man. He like Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? So wherever he go, he gonna create a frenzy, man. But y'all check out NBA YoungBoy.
Man, I get it that you want to connect with your fans, but man, that is too dangerous, man. All it takes is one knucklehead. One knucklehead, man.
They had to run him out of there, bro. The police had to run him out of there because it was causing so much commotion on Bourbon Street. They had to literally have like 6 to 8 officers run him up out of there, man. And the crowd was still coming at him. So, hey, man.
You know, New Orleans police, they did not want him to do that show. They did not want him to do that show at all. They're like, man, this is gonna be a nightmare for us. But he proved them wrong. They thought it was gonna be violent. They thought it was gonna be violence, man. And our youth been proved.
I don't think he's had any violence on any of his shows, bro.
Exactly.
I think all his shows been cool.
He been proving them wrong in every.
He's showing and proving, and they starting to play. They starting to play his music on the radio now.
Yeah, he been most definitely proving them wrong because every city swore that they don't have the manpower to secure him or the concert. They was trying to get NBA YoungBoy to spend. It's why they wanted them. See, right now, a lot of people don't know New Orleans had the highest overtime in a police department nationwide, and they basically got an investigation going on right now. Why are they getting so much overtime? Basically, what the New Orleans Police Department tried to do was finesse NBA YoungBoy and them into paying their overtime, and they like, here now put it in writing that y'all can't do it because they were going to sue the city of New Orleans if they put it in writing that they didn't have the manpower. But New Orleans, they wouldn't do it, man. Yeah, man, it's real deep. Man. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you gotta tell me a little bit more about that. But yeah, hey, we gotta talk about that, man, on the side, boy. I ain't know all that. But hey, the Masters tour is still going on. I think he coming back? He coming back to Dallas. So the ones that didn't see him in Dallas, he coming back. They say all his shows been cool. So hey, man, shout out to NBA YoungBoy, man. It's good to see a young brother back in action. You know what I'm saying? He giving back. He done gave away a lot in charity since the tour has started. So every city he going to, he breaking them off. So hey, shout out to NBA YoungBoy, man. Next, what I want to see, I want to show y'all, man. Bishop Marvin Wines, man. He's got a lot of backlash about a sermon that he had, and people are getting misconceptions about what he said and how he said it. But y'all check it out, man, and y'all tell me what y'all feel about this right here. Y'all check this out real quick, man.
Giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Did he put his pimp hand down? Damn it,
man.
Oh man.
Hey,
I hope he was just joking, man. Was he joking?
I hope so, man. Look, that's what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? But once it goes on the internet, that's a whole totally different beast. So, It looked like he was just joking. He looked like he one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he was that the brother was joking. Especially after the what was the other preacher, man? They said lock the doors, lock them doors.
yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like this pastor, man, he was probably playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he probably got that type of relationship with his congregation. Man, Ricky Rush be saying a lot of wild shit. Man, Ricky Rush go in when you at his church. So, but he be joking. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, when he get on the internet, it takes a whole different turn. So, hey, hopefully that right there gets, sorted out the way it does. We know he gonna go public with an apology. So, look for that to come. Last story I got for the night, man. My boy, Gucci Mane. I ain't even know Gucci was schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? He went on the Breakfast Club and he talked about his schizophrenia. He had his wife Keisha with him, Keisha Kior, and she basically was explaining to the public how the episodes happen, how she diffuses it. So, and let me show y'all what Keisha had to say.
Just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a system.
Personally,
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. And I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife.
Do you think he developed that? From the vast amount of drugs that he did over such a long period of time,
man?
Q.
Yeah. He basically said it was the drugs he was doing back in the past, man, such as the syrup and the pills, and a lot of things triggered his trips. So. Right now that he's sober, man, and he got a good support system such as his wife, she's catching it before it even happens, you know what I'm saying? But he's dealing with it, man. They dealing with it together. And he said, man, and if y'all go back and watch the interview is it's really interesting, man. He talks about how he used to just give away things, man, such as money, jewelry, just going through an episode, man. It's a lot with that. And his wife was there to help him fix it, man. So prayers go out to Gucci, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know that. Did you know that, Bill?
No, that's absolutely new to me, man. But that almost segues and going to what we're talking about, man. Just the importance of two people. You know what I'm saying? Having a significant other. But we're gonna get into that, man. But yeah, shout out that he got Keisha been holding them down, man. All the way from his prison stint, taking the money that he left her and flipping it. I mean, she's been doing what she's supposed to do as a wife, as a friend in the party.
Keisha a good woman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Keisha a good woman, bro. I ain't even finna cap with you. Everything that I've heard about her, you know what I'm saying? She does her thing. She a real live hustler too, and she supports her man 100%, man. You know what I'm saying? It takes two, man. You know what I'm saying? For a man to even allow his wife to have that type of control over him as well. You know what I'm saying? When he know he out of control, and she puts things back into perspective for him, man, and make him, it's an eye opener for him. You know what I'm saying? To where she can help him. You know what I'm saying? Through his situation, man. So prayers go out to both of them, man. And hey, man, Gucci, man, stay on the right path, bro. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
And hey, man, that's my word on the street for the night, y'all.
Yes, indeed, man. You didn't play no game. You went right into that thing tonight, man.
Man, got through it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As many may know, have seen the promotion that we sent out. We was asking. Our title for tonight is "Who's Responsible for Creating the Single Parent Home?" And this is a topic that needs to be addressed. I don't think it's been addressed properly. It's always been one side. There's been a lot of blaming instead of us getting into the real nitty gritty about why is this occurring? Why is this a repeat occurrence in our so-called Black community? But there was once a time that there was no such thing as a single parent home. Actually, we led when it came to the highest percentage of the nuclear family. But in today's time, we see so much of a divide and so much division when we're talking about parenting. We've thrown away the ideal of the two-parent household to just barely co-parenting, which does a disservice to the children who are born by these two parents. But we have a special guest tonight, my mentor, my good brother by the name of Tony Muhammad, who's very, very versed in this area. He's going to give us a lot of good game, a lot of a totally different perspective and insight about this topic. And I don't want to waste any more time bringing the brother on because the time is very valuable. I want everyone that's watching this to share this, to tag someone who may be even going through a situation like this, and hopefully this podcast tonight will bring some clarity, bring some understanding, because we're in the business of not creating strong families, we're putting families back together. So without further ado, I would like to bring on our good brother, my good brother, Tony Muhammad.
Brother Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Man,
peace, family.
Right
peace, man.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm excellent. How y'all brothers been? I've been seeing y'all do it the most, man. Y'all keep your ear to the street, man. Y'all know what's popping out there, man. I like to see that.
Man, we
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had to switch some things up, man, and get more involved in the streets, man, instead of all the bull crap.
Yeah. But all of it. All of it is us. And that's the mistake that we make. Right. We tend to separate ourselves, not realizing, like one of the things the old man told us, it's all our own. And so we have to accept our own. And the problem that we have with moving forward is that we put our eyes in the skies thinking about all of the good, and we don't think about the bad. We don't think about all of those things that are necessary, that have made us who we are. There's a lot of ingredients that go into making you cute. There's a lot of ingredients that go into making Lavelle. There's a lot of ingredients that went into making us, and we can't just sweep that under the rug. So how this country does it. This country heralds its founders who were murderers as their heroes.
Yes, sir.
We tend to make the mistake of looking narrowly on our people's humble beginnings. The Kennedy's father, he was a bootlegger and a heroin dealer, and he ran women, but he built a powerful empire, and people respect the Kennedy name in politics and in business right now, and even in the scientific community. But that man did what he had to do to break through. And oftentimes, we tend to frown on that aspect of our community simply because they closed the door behind them and said, can't nobody else come through this way. So we scrambling up a wall that they have built so tall that by the time we get over it, we're completely exhausted and we have very little to pass to the next generation. But you brothers made an interesting point, man. When y'all was talking, and opening up this thing. And we can't overlook the nuances of words. I can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we're gonna you. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Letting you cook, brother.
Okay, because I heard some music. I can hear the music still.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be? Am I supposed to be hearing it?
We can turn it down. That's just the background music. We turn it down.
Oh no!
We can turn it down.
It's fine. I just wanted to make sure I was supposed to be hearing it. No, I ain't got no problem. You know, we are people of harmony. You know what I'm saying? I love the beat. You know what I mean? I just making sure I wasn't talking over nothing that y'all was trying to do, because I know we had some difficulties early. You know, I love the music, but no, y'all made an interesting point when we was talking about whose problem is it with the state of affairs of the black, female, and male relationships. Whose problem is it? Is it the man's or is it the woman's? You know, but those little nuances we have to pay close attention to, because never before do we talk about the woman as having any authority, regardless of whatever role she in. We never look at her as having absolute authority, but we always say what? The man. And for the last several generations since we have been in America, who has the man been? It's been the white man, right?
Yes, sir.
So we cannot let the white boy off of the hook in what has gone wrong with the black male and female relationships. Oftentimes you hear people say, people who with their white wives and their white husbands try to make excuses about how we've been out of slavery for so long that we should now be up on our own, and that we should be doing whatever other nation is doing. But if that is true, then why didn't they do by us what they did by every other nation? If that is true, because you can't have the results without having the effort. You know, you got to have all of the ingredients in the formula if you want to properly bake this cake. You can't sit up here and tell somebody that you didn't give all of the ingredients to. Why does your cake not look like mine? Why did your cake not taste like mine? Why is it taking your cake longer to bake than mine? And the reason why that is that if we let the government of the United States off of the hook when it comes to reparations, we are doing ourselves the biggest disservice when we talk about black male-female relationships and the black family. And the reason why I say that is, as somebody who has studied social engineering, everyone knows this. Everyone knows that the human being never gets over the traumatic experiences. They are ingrained in as genetic markers or racial traits. They did look at this. They did just briefly. They did a study on rats and on mice, and the mice were fed red berries that were poisonous. Well, when the mice learned that the berries were poison, then what happened? That traumatized them. They begin to build genetic markers in their DNA, and mice who were born who never seen red poisonous berries before never went to them. Why? Because these racial traits, these genetic markers are ingrained in your DNA. They don't go nowhere. So if you take a people who has the most complex genetic makeup, which is the human being, particularly the original human being, the Aboriginal people, when they study black people's DNA and their genetic genome, what did they say in scientific journal? They said that if they was to compile it one paper upon another, then it would span 2,200 miles. That's from Washington, D.C. to Alaska. That's how complex the genetic makeup is of the human being, particularly the Aboriginal Asiatic black man. That's how complex our DNA is. So if we have over 300 years, almost 400 years of traumatic genetic markers and racial traits, then we have all of this ingrained trauma that has never been dealt with. And you put us in a position where we start off with nothing, and now we're getting down here to 2025, we're asking one another who is to blame when we never go back to the beginning or the root cause that produced the result that we're living in right now today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now look at this, family. These social scientists, European social scientists, they know how traumatic our experience has done to us. Don't let nobody fool you. These people know exactly what has been done to black people. This is why when they took property, they took money, they even killed some Japanese and put them in internment camps. They spent the next 40 years giving them billions of dollars to help them through the therapeutic process, because they understood that these genetic traits were going to still be in them. And if they don't do something then to correct it, then they'll have an enemy for the rest of their life. America will have an enemy for the rest of their life. So they did something to circumvent that. When the Jews experienced what they experienced through the so-called Holocaust, some believe, some don't believe. I actually believe that it was actually a Holocaust. But my point is, they spent the next, up until the present day, giving them billions of dollars to deal with the traumatic experience that they had gone through, because they understood that if institutions are not built, if academic universities are not established, then it's almost impossible for a person to get through that kind of trauma. It's so deeply ingrained in them. They did it with, they even did it. Do you know that they did it with the slave owners during slavery? They knew that the slave owners, listen to this, how outrageous it is. They knew that the slave owners were traumatized by losing all of their property, some of them losing their lives, them losing their slaves, and they went through a restoration process of giving them hundreds of millions of dollars to recover that which they lost during the Civil War when they had to release their slaves. Do you know that that was that traumatic for white Americans, that they spent billions of dollars to reestablish them? But what they understood with us is that if we fully restore Black people in America, there will not be any place for us. What did Abraham Lincoln say in his memoir and his state of his state of address that is recorded in his memoir? He talked about the drastic differences between the Black and the white, and that if a privilege of superiority was to be established between each of the races, then he preferred that period, that position of superiority to go to the white man. And this is why, even though he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, he did not fully release all of the funding that was necessary for us to establish institutions that would help get us into a position where we would recover from what was done to us during slavery. So I wanted to put that out there so I can qualify everything that I'm going to say later on about the arrested development, if you will, in Black women, and the arrested development, if you will, in Black men. It has a cause that has never been addressed. And anybody that says that we do not need reparations, you're looking at somebody who has been bought and paid for. I don't care how Black they say they are. I don't care what school of thought they say they are. I don't care what religion that they are associated with. If they do not say that we need those institutions and those resources in order to just listen, we need this in order to just begin. Because again, those who are responsible for social engineering, what they said was that these genetic markers and these traits, they never leave you. And even if you did not experience them directly, you are still connected, intimately connected to your ancestors through your genetics or through your DNA, which carries, they say, a minimum of 4 generations of history. You understand how long that is? That kind of information and trauma is what you embody, is what we hand down. So I wanted to say that. so that we just don't let him off of the hook. Too often we have all of these bourgeois Negroes. We have all these black women with their white husbands who they've used to be the face for the justification, or these black men with their white wives, they use them as the justification for why we do not need slavery. But let me tell you this, why we do not need reparations because of slavery. But let me tell you this, if you see a white woman, a black man with a white woman, or a black woman with a white man talking about what black people don't need, you know somebody, you're witnessing somebody who needs it more urgently than anybody that you can ever imagine. Because for you to sit up here and to go against the fundamental nature of yourself that is compelling you for the justice for your people, and you will go against that just to lay down in the bed and commit whatever indecent acts you want to commit with this white man or this white woman, then you're completely out of your mind. You understand? And when they talk about the Stockholm syndrome of how people who are victims become sympathetic with the victimizer because you're in close proximity to that person, then that person has undergone a psychological trauma and they need psychotherapy. Everybody knows that. You understand? So
Yes,
let me just tell you this. Do you know that white people in Scientology who study the effects of psychodrama, they understand that any black woman who wants a white man, or any white man black man who wants a white woman, that person is borderline psychotic, irrational, and they have a term that they use, needs to be cleared. What they mean by needs to be cleared means their whole mind needs to be wiped and scrapped. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to say that too oftentimes we think these people don't really know what's going on, and these people know far better than any of our people exactly what has been done to us and why we're in the condition, male and female, that we are in right now today, to where now we looking at our wives sideways, like this girl over getting on my damn nerves, and she looking all upside your head like, man, I'm tired of this nigga even breathing over here. Won't he just stop breathing in the middle of the night? You know what I'm saying? And that is because, family, we have allowed into our therapeutic process, if not personally the white man, the Caucasian white man, then we have allowed the Caucasian white man's mind through his agents of black faces to come into our therapeutic process and tell us how we should heal. That's just like a rape victim being forced to sit on a couch, and the rapist come in there and tell her, oh, I didn't rape you that many times. And sometimes I didn't kick your ass that many times. And sometimes you gave it to me just to keep me from beating you down. You know, so he is in the therapy session telling the rape victim, well, you should consider my feelings and what I had to go through and what made me who I am. We are the only people that allow our perpetrators to come into the things that are designed to heal us and tell us exactly what the results of our trauma should produce. This is where we're at right now. Our politicians do it. Our academic or scholars do it. Even our religious and spiritual leaders do it, who are supposed to be responsible for the highest education of black people, and that's the spiritual education. The highest education of the human being is their spiritual education. It's not their secular education. Your secular education is just designed for you to understand your nature, your appetites, your inclinations, and how to discipline them. And after you learn how to discipline them, then your second education begins. And that's where we've been failed at. We've been failed in our second education, which is our higher spiritual education, to now we have absolutely no relationship with God. And if you don't have any relationship with God, how can you have any relationship with his creation? And that's who the woman is at the end of the day. She is a very serious creation of God. And that's who the man is at the end of the day. God calls him his glory. He is the face of God. He is the very serious creation of God. And so when we take all of that and we dismiss it, or we trivialize it as Europeans have taught us to do, because Europeans do not it within themselves, as they say. Do you know one of their greatest psychotherapists? He said that the white man has the mind of a sociopath, that his mind and those who he educates, those who he is over, he has the mind of a sociopath, and that mind is a repressive mentality. It is not good for anyone other than himself, because he is incapable of seeing outside of himself. And this is why he has a problem with all of his relationships. I'm not saying this to beat the white boy down. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we have to understand some dynamics of our relationships and how those dynamics have translated into our most intimate relationship, and that is our family relationship, man to woman and woman to man. If we don't understand that, then we're going to constantly fail, because oftentimes, man, too often, this black woman is getting the hell beat out of her, because nobody understands who and what she truly is. Y'all follow me?
Yes, sir.
I mean, she is. She gets the crap kicked out of her because nobody understands who and what she truly is, and she is now being forced to try to find a way in order to keep her sanity to be okay with that. But let me tell you this, and I got to get to a point real quick, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that I don't care how low a black woman is, she's better than the best white woman.
Come on now.
No, listen. I don't care how low a black woman is, she is better than the best white woman. Why? Because the nature of the black woman is such that it appeals to the very nature of God within man. See, the woman, if she is trained right, if she is educated right, that woman can make a man do anything that she wants him to do. Am I lying?
Wow.
No. That woman can make you do anything that she wants you to do. But this is the thing. Men seldom know how to get the woman to do what they want her to do, without putting her down, without browbeating her, without kicking her around. They don't know how to do that, because there's a unique skill set that you have to be taught. This is why when the Caucasians when white America allowed slaves to be free, what was one of the main things that they said when they were talking about allocating funds to universities to teach black people? He said, we'll never teach them. There's 3 science that they need to become a free and independent people. It's the science of warfare. It's the science of chemistry, and it's the science of what? The science of mating. And he said that we will never teach them these sciences. So why are we wasting time giving them money to these these so-called black colleges and universities for their education? Because the science of mating, man, it is such an extensive science that if you don't do it properly, then you all leave out of that relationship. Men and women leave out of that relationship hating one another and wishing the death for one another. I know many of y'all have seen that, right?
Yes, sir.
Now listen, family. Look at what's the sister name? I think y'all had her over here. Didn't y'all have the what's that girl's name? Miss Pat? Didn't y'all have Miss Pat over here?
We had
I thought y'all had Miss Pat over here.
We had
Mama. Y'all know who I'm?
Yeah, we had
Mama
Pat over here.
Okay,
Miss Pat over here. She was
Huh? Y'all had her over here?
Nah,
when she
you talking about recently?
No, I'm talking about a little while ago, y'all. I thought y'all had Miss Pat on here. Not Mama, the mama that y'all had last week. But
I don't know, Tom. I ain't no telling.
The reason why I was saying that because Miss Pat, who is a comedian.
No, we didn't have her. No, we didn't have her.
Okay. I thought y'all had her over here. Oh yeah, you would get a kick out of her, man. But Miss Pat, who is a comedian, when she tells you about the trauma that she had experienced as a young girl, look at the beauty of her, despite her being molested, despite her being raped, despite her selling dope, being a trick and all tricking and turning tricks and doing all of these things. Miss Pat took her husband, who was working at the automobile plant, and retired him once she became successful. Now, why did she do that? This man believed in her dreams so much so, and children that she had that were not his, that he sacrificed so much so that it compelled in her a deep love and appreciation that she said, this man has done enough. I don't never want to see him work again. I don't never want nobody to be his boss again, because this man got too much God in him to be up under any other man. And I'm going to do what I need to do to ensure that that becomes a reality. So she retired her husband. I'm saying that to say that the substance of black women and white women are drastically different. See, when that black woman finds a good man and she is able to measure and weigh that against the reality of what she's been through. See, it's difficult for a woman who's never been through something to really appreciate a man. I had this talk with my sister when I flew to Chicago a couple of weeks ago. My brother-in-law took care of this girl since they've been together 30 years, since they was kids. 5 children together. 14 grandchildren. This man took such good care of this girl that I never had to worry about my sister in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? But I told her the protection that he gave for you, you sometimes take for granted, because you talk to this man in a way sometimes that is not appropriate. You talk to this man in a way as if your decisions should weigh as much as his do. And that's a mistake that women make in a relationship, because they have the white woman's sense of equality. Equality is not in authority. Equality is in nature, meaning that you fully have the right to be who you are, as I fully have the right as a man to be who I am. It has nothing to do with authority. And that's the mistake that women make when they want to speak behind the man and challenge the man and make themselves almost another enemy, because they put themselves in such opposition to the man who goes outside of the house, who has untold things to deal with that he has to face, and he's coming home. He does not want to bring that home. But when he comes home, he should not have to deal with a woman who's been watching soap operas and reality shows all day and Desperate Housewives, and now you're living in somebody else's reality, and you're creating or fabricating that reality in your own home, when you should be creating a reality that when that man comes through the door, he wants to rush through the door instead of standing at the threshold of the door trying to catch his breath so that he can orientate his mind just to go into that house like he does in that white man's job. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
I know a lot of good men that are exhibiting that same behavior today. What does that come from? Why do our women feel like they're the prize, and it should be a privilege for the man to be able to go to work hard, and like you said, he took her. She didn't have to work in over 30 years, but she sees herself as more valuable than him. You know, we see this with, especially with the younger girls today. They down there want a man to spend $1,000 just to talk to them. Where does this mindset come from, brother?
Well, it comes from them being in their adolescent stages of development too long. Can y'all hear me good? I'm trying to make sure my piece ain't going in. Okay, good. They're in their adolescent, just like young men. They're in their adolescent stage of development too long. It's natural for a woman to want to be catered to, given flowers, given roses, being wined and dined. All of that is natural. That's a part of her nature because she's sensual by nature, and the sensuality of the female, it demands a certain romanticism. You know, she has to be romanticized because that's part of her nature. Every little girl wanted to be daddy's princess. And when daddy put her in the hands of another man, she wants that man to be Prince Charming. Am I right? And so what happens is if you take woman, if you take that woman and you don't open up the avenues so that she can get out of her adolescent stage of a development into her divine femininity, then what she's going to do is most times, just like the man, she'll be nothing more than a hoe, turning tricks for purses and turning tricks for Louis Vuitton bags and Gucci shoes. She'll become nothing more than a hoe. And that's not derogatory, because let me just say this first, because I don't want to use that term too loose. I love hoes. Hoes been good to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that's going to act like I've been in the church so long that I've forgotten what it's like to be saved. You know, my auntie was running whores out of my grandmother's house. Them was the ones that was looking out for me. Them was the ones spoiling me. Them was the ones thought that little boy was so cute that he can get whatever he want. But I had a certain endearment to whore, to quote unquote hoes, professional women, working women that made me look at them totally different. See, I value those women because to me, they were the ones who were taking care of the brothers in the community. I saw the hoes, the ones who was feeding people. It wasn't Miss Mary down at the church. You know what I mean? It was the hoes that was feeding the dope dealers who wasn't clean enough to go down there to the dope addicts who were not clean enough to go down to the church, people who washed their hands up. It was the hoes wiping their backsides and taking care of them and doing all of these type of things and looking out for all of these bastard children whose mamas might have been on drugs or whose mamas might have been turning tricks. It was the hoes did that for me. So I love hoes. You know what I mean? They've always been good to me. But look at here. I asked my aunt one time, and let me tell you just how powerful black women are, man. Women in general, but I'm speaking about black women tonight specifically. Let me just tell you how powerful they are. I saw this man, I was about 12 years old, and my aunt, he was mishandling my aunt. I thought so, but she loved this man's dirty drawers. And I told my auntie, I was like, why you let dude do that to you? You know, because you know our uncles in them is gangsters. They'll bury this dude in the backyard. My auntie told me, she said, baby, ain't no man making me do nothing I don't want to do. When a woman loves a man, she will do anything for that man, even sell the most precious part of her body just to keep it. That stuck with me to this day. And that's been over 40 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So that's the kind of profound love that women have for men if they really care for you. See, some women don't really care for you, but if they care for you, that love is without reason, that love is without practicality, and that love is without measure. That's really an unconditional love that a woman can have for you if she really loves you. And like I said, that stuck with me because I understood when I was looking at these women, despite them being hoes in the neighborhood or whatever, to me, I knew that I was looking at the female nature and attribute of God himself. So that was the first God that I met was hoes on the street. So not the preacher at the church, not the minister at the mosque, not the imam down there at the temple. The first guy that I represent that really cared for the people was Hos. And guess what? The first guy that the baby represents or sees when he comes from his mother's womb is who? Is his mama. That's right. The first guy. The baby don't come out saying God. The baby come out saying mama. And mama put that nipple in his mouth and he curl his toes up and he all right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then he learns about God in a relationship with God as he matures, you know. And that's why it's important to have a good woman. And by good woman, I'm not talking about this false sense of holiness that they'll teach you in the church, that they'll teach you in the mosque, when a minister and these preachers ain't nothing but hoes themselves behind the back door. So all of that's foolishness. I done seen it all. I've been to school with people who got PhDs in theology, wrote lectures for them. All my partners is preachers and ministers. I know the whole game. So has nothing to do with this self-sense of righteousness. That is not what Scripture is talking about. That's just a see. I gotta say this, man, and we're gonna get to these. We're gonna get to this.
We let you cook, Tony. Man, hey, man, you in the kitchen. You got the apron on and everything. You hear me, man? We letting you do your thing, man.
Well, I want to make sure we leave the floor open just in case anybody want to say anything or have some questions. But religion.
We got a caller. We got a caller in the back too.
Oh, blessing.
But now, go on and finish, Tony.
Yes, sir. But religion, man. See, when you go to theological seminary, academics call it cemetery because it's where the intellect goes to die. Everybody knows that if you study theology for any time, you know that those are institutional lies. Not that the scriptures are lies. Not that the Bible in itself or the manuscripts that the Bible is actually formed out of, the Codex Sinaiticus and the Vatican Codex and the Alexandria Codex that actually make up the manuscripts of the Bible. Not that these books are lies or the Pentateuch that makes up, the books of Moses, the Bible or the Quran. It's not that these scriptures in and of themselves is lies, but what they understood that if a person becomes independent in their own personal relationship with God, then that's a person who is out of control. And so if that person is not under my control, then that person is going to begin, like Napoleon said, when a scholar gave him the gift of the celestial mechanics. He asked Napoleon why he spent all this money building cathedrals and chapels and churches, because Napoleon said that religion is the opiate of the poor. I got to keep this man high on religion, because if I don't, then he's going to question, why am I living in a palace with all of this food and all of this gold, and his family is starving in the wintertime? He's going, but if I build the churches and cathedrals that he can go to and pray to this mystery God, then he'll no longer question. So they gave it to them as a form of psychotherapy, and that's what they understood about Black people in America. That's why they don't have no problem giving us religion, because it's a form of psychotherapy that never solves the problem. All right. It never solves the problem. How many problems do you see in the church? How many problems do you see in the mosque? How many problems do you see in the synagogue? It was never designed to solve the problem. It was designed to get you high. Like Smokey said, it's Friday. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got no job. I'm going to get you high. And that's what the preachers do. I'm going to get you high. Come on in here, man. I'm going to give you some of these good scriptures. I'm going to give you some of this good word. You're going to fill my plate up like the brothers just told them. I told you that you're supposed to put 1,000 on top of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how hard you work for your money. You understand? What's up, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? And put something in the pot. Because when I get up out of here, I'm going to see Big Leg Faye. And I know I got to cut her a check. That's what the preacher's saying. Because all of them got a woman on the side, man. Do you know that? Let me just tell you something personally. I came up in the Nation of Islam, man. And And I went to theological school. I never let even the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan tell me nothing about no domestic relationships. And the reason why is because I understood that the minister had many wives, and he began the process in which he was not honest with. So a man who is not honest in his own domestic relationship, you can't advise me in mine. And just let me give you some history about mine. See, my wife, the reason why people wonder, why is she the apple of your eye? Because my wife loves your boy. But listen to this, though. I understood, I watched my wife go through corporate America, rise up in senior positions of vice presidents and stuff. But she, in her development, had the desire to pursue her career further. So we talked about her getting her doctorate. And I was like, baby, get your doctorate. You know, whatever it costs, we tighten up the belt. Get that. Why did I say that? Because I understood that this is part of her nature, but it's still part of her adolescent nature. And once she hits the ceiling of that nature, that adolescent female nature of wanting to be somebody in this world, then she's going to see herself as God sees her, and she's going to develop a spiritual world and a spiritual atmosphere in which will allow me to walk into heaven. Because what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us was that the only heaven that God created for a man was in the black woman. You see what I'm saying? So I understood that she needed to reach the ceiling of that, of corporate America, so that she could be what I needed her to be. I didn't need her to be no vice president. I didn't need her to make no big salaries. I just needed her to be fulfilled enough to where she now could be the woman who could fulfill and satisfy me. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, how can we bring some fulfillment to our people, man, and get them back together, man? You give us a good game over here, man. This is science, man. We in class right now. We having class. I don't want to break your thoughts, Tony, because you're cooking over here, man.
No, go ahead.
I just want to know, how can we, you discovered that you understood that your wife, she needs to be fulfilled, because like Elijah Muhammad said, the closest thing to God for us is the black woman, and she needs to be able to reach her climax, what she needs to find in her life, so she can be the best. She can give you the best of her, and then you step in and do your thing. How did we miss that? How did we get away from that? How was it in the 60s and under all this oppression, under Jim Crow, all this, we had the common sense to stay together? How did we lose that, Tony?
That's why I say we cannot, Brother LaVille and Q, we can't get away from reparations. Do you know that when we sued the government to become part of the war efforts in World War II, and they brought us in mass, we were sending so much money back home that our wives no longer had to work. Black women no longer had to work. They could become stay-at-home moms. That's the kind of money we were sending back home. And white women sued to have the representatives force black women back into the workforce and say, we are at war, you can't stay at home. Did you know that happened to black women? Yeah. Go ahead.
That's insane.
Yeah, it seems insane. But they sued and said, hey, we missing our maids, and we're missing Miss Mammy and them, and we missing Lily and them, and Faye and them. We need them in here taking care of our children, cleaning our homes. And so they went out. Hey, girl, where you going? You going home? Don't you work for Miss Clark down the street? You need to get to work. And they harassed them and hounded them. That's why a lot of the black men who came back from the war in World War II were so angry. And that's when the zebra killing started. They didn't just stop hanging black people for nothing. Every time a black person got killed, a black man would go out and kill a white person. And so they said, okay, we done taught these people war, and now they have a thirst for blood. We can't just keep going out here killing them like that. What did the white sheriff say in the book entitled Without Sanctuary? He said, we used to go out there and kill a nigga once or twice a year and just hang him up on a tree. But see, they stopped all of that because they had all of these boys who were trained for war coming back, and man, they was killing. And some of them couldn't go home because they was killing, and the sheriffs and the police and FBI would go to their homes looking for them. So they had to sleep out in the woods. This is what put the strain on the black family. So this black woman, she came up. See, we had grandparents, man, who were real loyal. This young black girl that we have out here today, she's wild, crazy as hell, but she has not learned to be loyal. Do you know that white men teach their women how to be loyal and how to patronize and cater to the white male patriarchy? They teach them that. Do you know that even when they go get the best of black women, they teach them how to look up to them? This is why you can have a woman like Candace Owens, she's not secularly really educated. She don't have any degrees, but she has a natural intelligence, and she looks up to and loves the white man. That's her God to her. Go back and listen to what she said about her white husband. So I'm saying that our women have not learned that kind of loyalty, and because they have not learned that kind of loyalty, they do not produce in black men today that kind of spirit that will make them protect them irregardless to what. See, everything is reactionary. If you're not trained to execute through discipline, then you will respond emotionally, and that's usually an emotional reaction. But if you're disciplined, you will execute. And so we have not taught young men how to execute. Even if you don't feel that way about her now, learn how to be disciplined, learn how to execute, and she will see it in you, and she'll start to compliment you, and she will return and reciprocate to you. You see what I'm saying? But we have to learn those things. We don't learn them right now. See, we have sisters who are told just because you got a cute face and a big booty, or you might get the bag, that you're a good woman. Well, who is qualifying the adjective good?
Come on now.
You know, good for you, but that doesn't mean that you're good for me. That doesn't mean that you meet the criterion to be in a relationship with me. And that's what people don't understand. They get in here and they think, oh, I got me a good woman, but you got a good woman that's good for her. She's not good for you. She's good for what it is that she wants to do and what she can get out of life. That's her idea of good. So we tend to make that mistake in thinking that she's a good woman simply because she does the basic things that she's supposed to do. That's not what a good woman is in a relationship, and that's not what a good man is in a relationship. A good partner in a relationship does what you need them to do. Do you see the difference? Not what they need to do. They do what you need them to do. That means that sometimes they have to forgo what they wanted to do, and that end produces in you a certain appreciation because you recognize their sacrifice. You'd be like, damn, my baby sacrifice. I know she was tired, but she knew I was getting in late, and she still had that plate ready for me.
Yes, sir.
Knew she was tired, she worked all day. Or she'll say, oh, I knew that man was tired. Like Miss Pat said, man, that man used to drag himself in the house sometimes, could barely stand up, working 10, 11, 12, 14 hours a day to take care of me and these kids. And some of them ain't even his. I got to do something for this man. See, those type of actions inspire people, and they demand, they almost compel a person to respond properly. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. You said one of the sciences that they would never teach us was the science of mating, which is, we understand, is one of the biggest problems that's causing this single parent household. Could you tell us what the science of mating actually looks like, or give us a little detailed information? What is the science of mating?
Yes. The science of mating is, first, when you look at the wealthy people, the wealthiest families in the world, they tend to marry each other onto each other. But what they do is they are masters at this. They don't call their children whores. They don't call their sons corrupt or gangsters or thugs. They know that their children are going to have to learn themselves. They have to learn what they like and what they don't like. That's part of their animalistic stage of development. How do you know what good pussy is if you ain't never had none? You know?
Come on, man.
Yeah, you getting married, but you don't know what good pussy is. And I'm not trying to be vulgar. I'm just trying to show it how they see it in their adolescent way. You don't know what it is, you know, because every woman got a deep throat and some wet pussy, but you don't know what's good to you. And so what happens is, if and we do this and mistakenly do this, if you rush them into marriage too quickly before they learn what they like, all you're doing is setting them up ultimately for a divorce. And you're setting them up ultimately to have resentment for somebody that they'll never be able to get out of their life, especially if a child comes through that exchange. This is why when you're dealing with male and female relationships, you have to understand one of the most important beginnings, institutions that you got to know how delicate the beginning of a relationship is. And one of the most important institutions in the beginning of that relationship is the sexual institution. Why? Because when y'all young, we doing it like rabbits. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it like rabbits, it's just like eating your favorite fruit for too long. You eat your favorite food for too long, pretty soon you're going to get enough of it. It ain't going to be your favorite food no more. You know what I'm saying? But what you need to understand is that, and this is what some young men don't understand, and where they make the mistake is they don't understand that they don't understand compatibility. The sexual institution, you have to be compatible. Some women might love sex, but they might not like having sex with you. Some men might love sex, but they might not like having sex with her. So you have to understand that, are we cut like that? Are we compatible? Because understand about a woman now. Shaka Khan wasn't lying when she said, I'm every woman. A woman is every woman. She can wear every hat you need to be. When they talk about a lady in the streets and a freaking sheep, they're not lying. She can be all of that if you know how to tailor that and make her comfortable with that and expect that from you. A lot of times a woman will be shy and have these inhibitions because she's not sure how you're going to think of her if she does these things that you like. She don't want to be seen as less than a woman of value to a man that she loves. So there is a way that you establish these relationships of compatibility. And then once you establish those relationships of physical compatibility, then you start to establish academic and spiritual relationships. And the best relationships usually are people who grow financially together. It doesn't mean that they're in the same business together, but they are invested in the family institution as a financial institution, meaning that we're all working for the greater good of this household. So we're putting all this money into a retirement plan so that when it comes time for us to sit back, we can I can put my feet up, we can put our feet up together. And so it has to be a partnership. But again, and I'm going to just end on this point right here, for understanding, is that if this young girl is not trained properly, if this black woman is not trained properly, then all you have all she can give you is what she has learned, which most times is just sex, or maybe to cook a meal. You probably don't have any building blocks of conversations, intellectual conversations with her at all, any spiritual conversations with her at all. Y'all, as his night is, it is as different from day is, because y'all were never compatible outside of the physical attraction that y'all initially have. And so in order for this woman to be every woman for you, or for a man, he has to know enough about himself to be like, baby, this is what I like. Let's do this. You know, and once she knows that you like that and respond to that, if she cares for you, and that's what I get. That's what I tell a lot of brothers who I have and sisters that I counsel. Does the man care for you? Does the woman care for you? Because see, there's a difference between love. I got 3 daughters. My 3 daughters love me, but only 2 of them care for me. If I got my leg broke right now, 2 of my daughters care for me. They'll be concerned that my daddy broke his leg, and they'll wait on me hand and foot. But my middle daughter, she loves me, but she don't care for me. She only cares about what I can do for her. You know, she's a sweetheart, but she don't care for me. And that's what you have to understand. Not does this woman love for you, does she care for you? Because if you're not in a position to care for yourself, will she wipe your backside for you? Will she wipe the drool off your chin for you? Or will she pack up and go and say, I done gave this nigga enough of my time? See, these questions you gotta ask, because love is not always translated in a rational way, but care is always translated in a practical way, because care comes out of the very nature and discipline of the person. All right.
Yes, sir. That was deep. Yeah.
We got a caller right here, man. Yeah, Freddie C, what's going on, brother?
Oh, I'm here. I'm just listening to brother Tony Muhammad.
What's up, cuz? What's up?
What's going on, fam? All right.
Man, how y'all doing up there in the city, man?
Oh, we doing all right, man. I definitely had to get on. I was driving and everything else, and I put it all together, and then police stopping everybody. I was like, man, I'm turning around. I'm going back home. I'm finna listen to the show, man.
Man, we appreciate you coming on. What's some of the good games you got for us, man? We trying to put families back together, man. We trying to get down to the science of why do we have so many broken homes, and we got so many, single parent households. The kids are coming up. We understand kids are stronger with a 2-parent household. They have a better chance of success. We have so many broken homes today, and you seem like you can add some wisdom to this conversation. What you got for us?
Man, I'm really learning myself, man. I just had to I let my son stay with me for a couple months. I seen he wasn't living right. He was he's 25, so he ain't want to clean up. He ain't really want to work too much. I had to put him on up out of my house. I said, man, I don't live like this. I live with a woman. I love him. I really love him. I gave him a vehicle. Said, man, you can drive this. At least you can get to work. You done just had a new baby, so you trying to do right. By you. But if you raise, sometimes it seems like when they raise, I don't know. I mean, with a woman, this is just my thoughts. If you kind of raise with a woman, she can tell him, or raise him, because I was in prison for like 19 years. So she can tell him, the mother can tell him everything he wants to know, or however she wants to raise him. That's what he's going with. So to me, he's not of my attributes, should I say. So I can't really tell him nothing when he's already a grown man when I came out of prison. So it's like, what do you do? Only thing I can do is respect him, give him the love and the respect. And when he falls off, I can tell him something. But when he gets mad and, and then I want to get mad. So how I do it is I just keep on trying to do what I'm supposed to do for him. And then I'm going to have to get you on up out of here, man. You can't stay. And then when he wants to damn near cry, I can't have them tears. I got, nah, son, it's too late, man. You got to go, man. You disrespecting me and my lady. You might can do that over at your mother's house, but here with my lady, we can't have this, because we raised in a different way and light. So you can't come here in my house and disrespect my house when you don't want to cut grass or you don't want to take the trash out, or because you're living in another man's house. When you live in another man's home, you should respect the home. But so it's one of those things where you love them, but also too, you're not of my attributes, so you're not of my raising. So however you raise is how, maybe that's how he's gonna go. He just didn't have enough respect. Respect goes a long way. Because when I met my dad again when I was 12, I still had love and respect for him. And that's what you gotta have in this, in life. But he just didn't have no. Yeah.
I'll cut you off. I heard from several guys that that did a little time in the bed when they come home, especially with the boys.
Yes,
they don't have a certain respect for. Do you feel like there's some type of poison that the mother might put into their head to make them have this disdain and this animosity toward the father, or you think it's just a combination of you not being there and them missing and not having a father raised, or what do you think that is? What do you think that lack of respect that he has when it comes to you being his father, or just not being appreciated?
She did, yeah. She didn't have him around enough males who demanded respect. See, I had uncles who was respectful, but who demanded respect. So when you're around males who demand the respect, you always we come out a lot better. All my uncles I respected and I loved them. So that's what I came up under. That's how I knew the love and the respect. As older cousins, it was the respect. So then if they're not around, yes.
And let me just add this to what you're saying real quick while you're just on that topic, just real. The problem is that people don't realize, like Shiraza Ali said, you have to talk to this black woman like she's 14 years old, because if she does not get any new information, then chances are she doesn't know her own mind, and she's still going to be operating from that adolescent state of mind. And so when you talked about your son, he can only learn women ways. Like you talked about, we had uncles. Yeah. When we go to the barber shop, you heard men talking about men things. But when you're around a woman all of the time, then you taking that young man and you going to get your hair done, then you hearing you hearing women gossip about men. And so you think that this is the way that you're supposed to behave, because you're hearing how women are talking about men rather than how men are talking to men. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can look at women and know that they're not in their mind. They're in a arrested state of development because she doesn't know her own mind. Look at that show. What was the show? White Men Can't Jump. And Woody Harrell was in the bed with Rosie Perez, and she said she was thirsty, and he immediately got up and went and got her a glass of water and brought it to her. And she said, just because I said I was thirsty didn't mean I wanted some water. See, women will tell you gotta have the bag, which takes money, which means you gotta get out there and hustle, but you can't be gone too long. You gotta know what I'm thinking if I'm feeling a certain way, but don't act like you can read my mind. You got to you see what I'm saying? she's so contradictory because she does not know her own mind, because she has not been with nobody that's disciplined enough to force her to operate in a new sphere. And that's why, because we was talking about earlier, why it's so important for after a woman to reaches her peak in her physical expression, that she has to get some new information to develop her spiritual and intellectual expression. But go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, no, man, I was just trying to just really just lay a little something out there when I seen that he just didn't have it, and which made me, well, you said it best, the woman's ways. That's why I was confused. Like when he's mad, he blows up and he just does, you know what I mean? He wants you to ask him what's wrong with you. Right. I was like, I'm like, and then, you know, I end up doing it because I'm going back to being dad, like, hey man, what's wrong with you? Oh, my phone's messed up. I said, oh, okay, well, we can fix that. Let's try to go get you one or something, figure it out like that. I want to roll this smoke up, and then I said, hold up, man, you want to roll some smoke up? First of all, you need to handle your business before you try to smoke anything, man. Get to your business first, man. That's the main thing. And he was like, yeah, you know. So I went on and left him, helped him out a few times, you know, even with my grandson, he bring him over and this and that. Don't think I'm gonna watch him. You know, I love on him a little bit, but that's your job. You come over here, man, you know, I'm gonna love on my grandson, get him a few things or play with him. But you know, that's your job. You the one who want to leave your woman. So you bringing him over here and everybody's busy working and doing everything else. But you know, and then finally I had to just let him know, like, man, you can't be here. Hey, Dad, but nah, you can't. There ain't no but Dad. You take the car, get yourself together, and you know, go stay with your mom. She accepted. You know, I didn't talk to her. She like, oh well, we can't do this. It's hard out here. Okay, if it's hard out here, go over there. Go over there where it's hard at then, cause it ain't hard over here. You know, only thing I'm asking for you to give some effort. If you can't give no effort, go over there where it's hard at. You know, get your own room at your mama's house again. Yes, sir.
I think it's just this new generation, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't raise my son like the majority of his life, and he act like that at times. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta pull him up on his behavior. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just this generation, like how they was raised.
Yeah,
it's different from how they cut. Is different from how we would cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they want you to ask them what's wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk to you about their problems. You know what I'm saying? Like us growing up, man, we had to be tough all the way around the board to where we wasn't able to express ourselves in that nature. You know what I'm saying? And with this generation is the generation that likes to express themselves. They want to get this shit out their chest. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come and learn that shit myself to see that that's the type of individual my son wants me to be. He want me to be receptive of his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to get this shit out of his chest. When I grew up, man, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that when raising my son now. You know what I'm saying? And I still got my ways where I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that old punk ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with this generation, we gotta hear them out because they going through something that we don't even like. We don't know about that feeling. We never tap into that soft side. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for us to take that in for what they trying to get, but they got a soft side. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta learn how to be receptive of what they trying to get. But man, just hear him out one day, man. Just sit down and listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Let him talk to you and see what's really on his mind. And then once you see what's really on his mind, you'll be able to understand how to parent him. You know what I'm saying? How to bring him into his manhood in a different way than how we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? They sensitive, bro. They sensitive.
Yeah, I see.
Nowadays.
I see. Oh, I see.
I got a video right here. I want to play, man, and I want y'all to tell me. It kind of goes with what you talking about, cousin. I want y'all to tell me if the father is wrong with this. Tone, I want your insight on this. I want everybody insight on this. What I'm finna play about a father, man, his relationship with his daughter, right quick.
All right.
After 16 years, if I was to see my former daughter, will I speak to her? After 16 years, no. No. People, I'm gonna tell you something about us black men. We take scrap respect. Yeah. We're conditioned to take scrap respect. We're so in tune to understanding that everybody think we're gonna, if we own homes, we're gonna be a dead slumlord. If we fathers, we're gonna be deadbeats. All of us good men, we fight and take on the full brunt of the stereotypes that you are as a black man. Yeah, the other guys, it don't matter to them. But us good guys, we the ones that fighting in the court. We the one that making videos. Basically, they don't know how to read it right when we criticize them. We're trying to get them to act right. I seen a video the other day where a black woman said, I like when black men get offed. I've never seen a black man make a video that says that. This is how comfortable they have gotten at disrespecting us, and you've accepted it. My mom, I was paying my mom's rent. My mom talked to me like I was an absolute piece of trash because she don't like my company. My daughter, I didn't do nothing to my daughter. My daughter had her own business at 6. She had a key to the office. She knew all my passcodes. She knew everything about me. I said, if anything happened to me, there's an evasive action that you're going to take. Here's the deeds to the houses. There's everything. Didn't matter. The fact is, her mother wanted to treat me like shit, and then she joined in. I fought to be a father for 11 and a half years. I fought for 11 years, 5 months, and 29 days too much. I shouldn't have fought to be a father for 1 day. I'm retired military, multiple homes. I own 7 cars, 6 of them are BMWs. I have 2 IULs, 1 retirement account that I'm collecting off of the military now. I've never been in I don't have no felonies. I'm 56, I'm in good health, I got the goods. And still, I had to beg my daughter to respect me as a father. So 16 years ago, after 11 years of fighting her mother, and only 2 weeks of fighting her, I only fought her for 2 weeks. She fucked me over. I said, nah, we ain't doing this now. She did it 2 weeks later, never spoke to him since. Stop accepting all the negative nonsense because you don't want to fall under the stereotypes. That's why they quick to call you a deadbeat. They're playing on your morals. After all, the song do go, Papa was a Rolling Stone and I'll always love mama, right? You're conditioned, unfortunately, to accept this bull. I'm often asked after,
man, I want y'all views in the point your viewpoints on that, from cousin to Tone, QD. I want to see, y'all have kids that's older than me. I'm a baby. I'm the baby when it comes to having kids with a baby. So y'all make him resonate with this more than I can. Is he wrong for what he said, or should he? As him being a father, should he had a different approach about this?
Yeah. Let me say this briefly, because because his definition of respect as a military man, he's applying it on people who do not have that military background. He's applying it to a woman who does not have that military nature, and that's his daughter. So you can look at his disposition and see that there is an emotionalism to him that he hasn't mastered. He hasn't disciplined. And see, a man has a woman in him too. So his daughter is not arguing with her father. She's arguing with the woman that's in him. His ex is not arguing with her husband. She's arguing with the woman in him, because every man has a woman in him. And this is why I said earlier, a man's discipline will trump everything if he values discipline, because that discipline is going to give you an unspoken appreciation and credit that you don't have to fight for. See, when people know that they can that you're so disciplined that they can set their watch by you, then they'll take that for granted, and they won't tend to mess over that, you know. But what happens when you have a man whose woman in him is just as radical as the woman that he's talking to, then you're just going to have two people talking and arguing, and nobody's going to be making no sense. Why? Because in order to make sense, you're trying to reason. That's why it says, let us reason together. But if y'all are both emotional and out of control, y'all are not trying to reason. Y'all trying to just get things off your chest. And that's why he spoke of not tolerating it, and you got to speak up and say these things. Well, you don't, because when you take the helm as a man, as a disciplined man, there are certain things that you would never have to say. When you come into somebody's home, if that house is orderly, then you will take your shoes off. If that person speaks to their mother, you're going to speak to their mother. If that person speaks to their wife, you're going to speak to that wife. You're going to hang your coat up. You're going to sit down because the house is clean. The house is orderly. But if you go to somebody's house and it's trifling and it's a mess and trash is everywhere, you ain't going to respect that house because it's chaotic. It's a mess. And no matter how many material things that the man has, if you listen to him mentally, he's still a mess, because he has not mastered the female that is in him, that when you become a man, you know, hey, like QB said earlier, I ain't going for no bitch shit. Sometimes you got to tell yourself that in the mirror. Hey, man, come on, man. You more man than this. We ain't going for no bitch shit. And that will make you make the female the woman that is in you, because the man has a woman in him too, just like the woman has a man in her. That'll make you force that woman down in you, that emotional piece of you down in you. And then when you weigh the situation, you will say, is my baby worth throwing away because I got a temper, when I'm trying to make her one of the most successful women in the community? Because he said he started an RUL for, he said he started business accounts for, he said she had these keys and stuff. So is it more important that she become a functional member of society, or is it more important that I want her to bend to my whims and my will? And my will is I'm forcing it only because I say I got the bag. I say I got the money. So now I'm trying to punk you out, not on integrity, not on principle. I'm trying to punk you out because I got the purse. Because that's just a nigga with a woman with a purse. Excuse my French, excuse my language. You know? And so you have to mature to that, you know. I get on my daughters get on my nerves, just like his daughter get on his nerves. I get on my daughter's nerves, but we ain't taking none of that shit personal, you know.
Right.
We just like, hey, Dad, you know, I ain't fucking with you right now. I'm going downstairs. I'm quiet. Okay, you got that space to do that in. And I'm not going to go intrude on your space and make you talk to me. I'm not going to intrude on your space and make you do what I want you to do. I just be like, all right, baby, you know, you cool off, then, you know, we'll rap later. And I might have to go cool off. I'll be like, man, this girl running around here like, you know, with her ass on her shoulders. I don't need to smell your ass. You ain't having them babies for me. You having them babies for that little nigga you run around here with. You see what I'm saying? But see, then that's... that's the woman in me want to come up and be sassy, you know. So I can't afford to be sassy because I'm a dad, I'm invested in these babies, and he should be invested more than materially in his daughter. He should be invested in her mentally, because if she views every man as catty and sassy, like she views her dad with a lot of money, then then he's going to be the biggest reason, not her mom. He's going to be the biggest reason why she loses respect for men, because if he stands up and hold his own, that baby, when she grow up, she's going to be like, man, my mama took my daddy through some shit he ain't had no business going through. And she'll be right there taking his boots off for him when he's an old man, barely getting in and out of that chair. You know, that's me.
Good take. Good. QD, Corey, anyone of y'all want to add something to this?
Man, he did, man, he laid it out. He laid it out.
Yeah.
Well, I want to play this video.
Shoes, man.
Yeah. I want to play this video, man, because we run out of time, man. I wanted to get Tone and a couple and the guests. I want to get y'all opinions on this because it's about putting the family back together. This video right here I'm about to play right here are mothers who have lost all control of their sons, and they don't really know what to do anymore. They don't have any control over. And I want to know who's really responsible for this. And I want y'all to listen to these mothers as they talk about how they're frustrated, and listen to how some of the mothers talk to the sons. I ain't gonna talk no more. Let me play the video.
Gonna address y'all, okay? You guys are raising these young men to be little savages.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a teenager, and every day it feels like I'm fighting for my life. This morning I woke up for school and I said, hey, it's time to get up for school. And she says, hey, it's time for you to shut the fuck up and mind your motherfucking business.
I feel like I want to give up on my sons. They're lazy. They're dirty. The one 14-year-old, he's rude and disrespectful. The boy told me I need to get a better job and make more money, and I need to buy a better house. And I am a single mother of 5. These niggas don't do shit for my kids. I do everything for my kids.
So who stole the money? I'm tired of going back and forth with y'all about all this weird ass, I'm tired of these kids. I don't know what the fuck be going on or what be going through y'all brain, but I am tired of y'all.
At the stop sign, turn left onto West York.
How are you 16 years old still putting me through postpartum depression? I can't do this no more. I'm tired of your attitude. I'm tired of the way you talk. I can't stand the way you walk. I'm ready for you to go. Your daddy don't want you.
I'm gonna address y'all. Okay?
What?
Woo. They done got out of hand. They thought it was funny, whatever they boys was doing, and was letting them do it as they was getting older. Yeah, listening to the music or letting them do this and that, until now that they're big, now they want to stop them. It's too. I mean, you done ruined them. You done ruined them. Now they gotta find out the hard way. The streets will eat them up, or something's going. That's the only way, man. The change got to come in prison, or ain't gonna be change. It's gonna be death, or some will make the change or do something. But that's only one way, because you gotta want it. He's gonna have to want it. Because I know when it took for me, whenever I was doing what I was doing, I had to want it. So I don't know. Hearing this is like, man, they can't even stop. They made Frankensteins, and now they're nervous, and now they don't know what to do. You make the Frankenstein. That's just my thoughts on that.
You want to elaborate on that, QD? Tom, y'all want to touch that one?
I'll let Q go first.
Man, with I like I say, man, I've dealt with this generation. You know what I'm saying? And it can spiral into that, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, and I hate to say it, man, but a lot of the mothers, they create this situation in the beginning by, you know, disapproving the father discipline the son in the early stages of that. You know what I'm saying? And when they create that and those kids get older, you know what I'm saying, it bite them back. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if they would allow the father to step in, you know what I'm saying, and be able to discipline and even give his foretake on what needs to happen with their child, and the woman be 100% behind that, it could prevent what this is, what was created. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man, that plays a big part, man, when the child is staying with the mother and the father is trying to parent on the other side, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it can get to that, man, because a lot of times when he trying to discipline or he trying to, you know, put his foot down on ways things need to happen or things need to go, she disapproving of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the son or the kids stay with her. You know what I'm saying? And then when she tired of him and she want the kid to go stay with the father, by that time you already created a situation to where he can't change the shit most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already created. So now you got a whole situation where this kid over at the father house, and he trying to unravel what you done goddamn me bagged up, and it's hard to do. And now this kid is just spiraling all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all got to go to counseling and all this old extra stuff because of something that you created. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I don't. What y'all feel about it?
I let Tom go. The last one, why let you go, Tom? The mother said that was.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to add this one thing. Notice what the last mother said. Your father don't want you. Those are poisonous pills, and like with you, cousin, I think that's like, I don't know your wife's situation, but I found a lot of times with these kids that's coming up in single parent homes, we have a lot of poisonous pills that are being given to the kid that goes toward the father. You know, she's venting her frustration with them. Yeah. And then she come out and say, and your father don't want you. So if she did try to get him to go over there, she's already set up a wedge between the son and the father, you know. Yeah. You know, like, you just let me, you don't. So if the first argument comes, first thing he's going to her in his head, man, my mama said you didn't want me, you know. And you just really trying to give him some discipline, showing him what it's like with a man talking to you. You know, I'm not downing you or anything. I'm just talking to you like a man that's supposed to be talking to you. But he taking that, man, you just being hard on me because, like my mama said, you don't even want me, you know. And I just wanted to throw that out there, Tom, before I let you go and say what you finna say.
No, that's a good point. You know, my grandmother said the bullet in her gun that every woman should have, that's the most powerful thing in raising her children, is, I'm gonna tell your daddy. If I told my grandson's father, I said, every time you walk in that boy, that in that room, that boy should shake a little bit. Cause he should shake, not knowing if you know something that you know that he done and it's done got back to you. I said he should shake a little bit when you walk into that room. He should be scared. And that's the problem right there, is that when the woman loses that kind of respect for the man, that she's willing to take that power, what she's doing is she's taking that power away from herself. You know, she's cutting off her nose to spite her face, because she'll never have a bigger gun to point at that male child than, I'm gonna tell your daddy. Because if that boy knows that my mom is going to go against me for my dad, if I get out of line, who is he going to turn to? Because he knows mama's the one who got my back thick or thin. So I got to keep it right with mama. This is why you see so many children are successful. Look at Shaq. Shaq said he was successful not because of his mama, but because his stepdad would beat his ass. So I'm gonna go get that man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get that big black man come in here. If you don't want to act right, boy. That's what scared Shaq into staying in school. That drill sergeant stepdaddy that he had. You know, that's what kept him in college. That's what made him the man that he wanted to be, because he had a drill sergeant for a stepdaddy who knew that if I get out of line, as much as my mom loved me, she gonna let this man dog walk me, and I don't want that. You see what I'm saying? So you never have children. See, children are in their animalistic stage. It's not their fault. A child will do anything. I mean, what they won't do ain't written, because they're in their animalistic stage of development. That's their most experimental stages in their life. So if they're not governed and disciplined properly, then you can call an irresponsible parent, irresponsible, careless mother could cause a child to lose his life. That child needs to be able to respect no. If that child is a baby or a young adult and it does not respect no, that's a child you're going to lose either to death or to the penitentiary. And that's why I tell some of these young mothers, your child might have to go to the penitentiary because the prison might be a better mother than you. Because in there, them people going to tell them no. And there they're going to tell them, get your ass up and make that bed. Get your funky ass up in there and shower. Clean that room. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you go into this hole. And if you get too crazy, we're going to put this boop bop the bam upside your head. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to put this boop bop on you. And you're going to be hollering for mama and them, but mama ain't down the street no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, mama ain't down there. Mama can't hear this ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. And that's what I tell these women. I was like, I'd be like, if you want that child to live, then that child don't be crying and getting and trying, because I have some of these young mothers who they do anything for their child, and the child might keep getting into trouble. As soon as that child go into the juvenile facility, they want to run down there and get him out. I said, no, let him cool his heels for a few days. Let him cool his heels. I said, because that's just a term of a couple of days. There's a longer commission coming if he keep this up. So let it, get you some peace of mind. I had one sister tell me, she said, man, I got so much sleep after the first night with that nigga out of my house. I don't know what to do. I said, yeah. I said, so yeah. I said, so see, now you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here paying interest where interest ain't due because you stressing over this boy, but there's institutions that'll take care of that for you if you ain't careful. You know, and then, I had another young boy who told me, he was like, and I hadn't seen him in years. And when I saw him again, he's actually my cousin's son. But when I saw him again, the boy was like 6'5", man, big old joker. And he was like, big cuz, but I ain't big cuz no more. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, big cuz. He was like, man, I want to thank you, but I want to jump on you. I was like, what? And I had them soldiers with me. You understand what I'm saying? I said, oh, Joe, he might try me. You understand what I'm saying? He said, man, I want to thank you, man, but I want to jump on you, man. I said, wait. I said, man, baby boy, why you want to do that? He said, man, because you told my mama to put me out the house. And I did. I said, that boy too big. He need to go to Job Corps. He need to start earning his way. He's too big for you to carry him because you ain't got enough life in you. You getting sick. All of this stress is coming because you're worried about what this boy gonna do in the streets. Get him up out of there. And he said, man, if you never had did that, man, I would have never gotten that trade. I'd have never been working on these cars. I'm getting ready to open up my own shop, man. He said, I'd have never did that had you not told my mom to put me out the house. You know, he said, "Man, I want to thank you, man, but I wanted to whoop you, cuz." I said, "All right." But that's what it takes sometimes, you know. That's what intervention looks like sometimes. It ain't always pretty, but that's what it is, man. Thank you, brothers, for having me, man. Excellent.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, man. And in closing, man, I just want to say both sides why it's so important. I played a video from a mother's perspective, and I played one from the father's perspective. And at the end of the day, it's about two parents working together, man. If we don't, somebody gonna get the short end of the stick, whether it's the mother or the father. And both parents felt like they were getting the short end of the stick. If both parents have been working together, we wouldn't have no problems with the kids, because it came down to the stress and the problems. The father blamed the mother for turning his daughter against him, and the mother blamed the father for not being in the kid's life. They can't do anything with them. So we have to work together. We have to have a village. And Tom, I appreciate you for coming on, giving us some insight. Cousin Freddie, I appreciate you stepping in for the bleed.
Appreciate that, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man, I know you're extremely busy, man. The people ate tonight, man. You most definitely served dinner tonight. And I appreciate you, Freddie, coming on, giving some perspective, man, sharing some of your personal experiences also. Man, it's a blessing, man. Once again, man, we'd like to thank you, Tom, for coming on, man. We just wanted to really let you cook. I already knew. I didn't really know how the show was gonna go. I had some other videos. You were cooking so hard, I couldn't even click. I was like, man, I don't want to mess up the brother's flow, man. He overflowing, man. So tomorrow we're gonna chop this up, man. It's gonna be everywhere, man. Once again, I'd like to thank you for coming on, brother. You got any closing remarks you want to give us?
I will close with this. It's as important as the sun coming up in the morning for Black men and women to have true, genuine relationships with one another, because we are the cohesion that keeps society together. White America wouldn't have no society without us. And this is why you see so many TikTok videos of them admitting it, of the flavor, the style, the consciousness that we bring to American society. But it is so important that our relationships with the people that we are going to spend our lives with be solid, be genuine, and be sincere. Because that opens up for us the blessing of God. And too often we use God as a quotable quote and a slogan, and we do not really allow him to be real in our lives because of how somebody else has defined him. Somebody has defined him as some Santa Claus sitting on the throne up in space with some little naked babies with wings flying around and playing harps. And without understanding that the divine spirit that he has given us is right within us. You understand? It's not somewhere outside of us. And when we understand that it won't look pretty to you all the time. This is why the God of the Bible, he didn't look like the God in the New Testament. He was in his animalistic state. Didn't he tell him he was a killer? And when they got scared to kill and stop killing, God wanted to kill some more, didn't he? And he told Saul, you ain't my man no more. You done got tired of killing. See, David, you done killed your thousands, but David done killed his 10,000. See, David, a man after my own heart. Why? Because he's saying that, hey, when the shit kick off, I'm with this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And see, people got to know that about God, and they got to know that about the God in you. Don't try to make God be no milquetoast faggot with me. I got a God that'll rise up and smack you across the mouth. Or put that 4-5 on you. You understand what I'm saying? No. You can get the God in the New Testament when you have that brotherly love, like Jesus said, to have for me. When we have that, then that's when we have that's when we have that commitment with one another, and then we have that expectation for one another. But that's not for everybody. See, we making a mistake. This turn the other cheek and excuse all of this bad behavior. That's not for everybody. And to end on this point, it is imperative that we continue to push to this black woman, no matter how deep she is in this mud, her value is without measure, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said there's no such thing as a no good woman. Anytime you find a no good woman, she was made that way by a no good man. Now listen to this though. Now don't take that to the extreme, because a man who got common sense, he'll say, hey, I didn't make her no good. I'm not that no good man that made her no good. So don't put it all on me. So like you said, Brother Lavelle, it's a village that's going to correct these problems. And so even though she is deep in the mud, like Miss Pat was, and all of the things that she went through, look how far that woman has come. And how grand she is, and all of the life that she has when she was a hoe on drugs and all of these things in the past. So we cannot give up on the process. We just have to know that this is our leg of the race. Our leg of the race might not be as pretty as the leg of the race as those we're gonna pass the baton to, but we still gotta run our race. Peace, family.
Yes, sir. Once again, give Tone a round of applause, man, for coming on in and doing this thing and chopping it up, giving us some good game, man. Something to think about tonight and tomorrow when you get up. For those who might have came in, y'all want to play this back from the beginning, because it's nothing but good information from the beginning to the end. It's a totally different perspective of how we see things. Tone came at a whole totally different angle when we're talking about the black man and the black woman. And that's why I'm so hell-bent on us getting reparations. We got to have preparedness. We have to be prepared. And like Tone said, anybody that we see down in reparations and don't think reparations is necessary. And you know, before you leave, Tone, also, you said that this Caucasian white man paid the Asians because he didn't want to pretty much have to look over his back. Why does he feel so comfortable without have to pay our reparations when we outnumber the Asians? We know more about him than any other race of people over here. We lived around him and lived under him and all this stuff. Why do they feel so comfortable with not paying those reparations to us?
Because like the Asian knows himself. This is why, you know, Japan was one of the greatest shipbuilding countries in the world. Look how Japan has taken over and China has taken over America without firing a shot. See, you're talking about people who know themselves. See, they know that the black man in America doesn't know himself. So if I put billions behind you to correct the damage that I've done to you over 400 years of slavery and involuntary slavery, and then another, you know, systemic form of slavery. If I put that kind of money behind you and you learn who you are, then naturally you're going to excel beyond me. Why? Because you have excelled beyond me without knowing who you are. Black people excel beyond. If the playing field is level, even though we do not know who we are and have a firm understanding of our history, we still excel and surpass white Americans in everything. Now imagine what we would do if we were truly restored. There would be no place for the white man. There would be no place for the Caucasian white man, and they know this. So I have to fight tooth and nail. This is why I'm fighting. I mischaracterize your history and call it DEI and call it a critical race theory. And so now we don't want you teaching it in school. Why? Because if white children start to learn about this, see, white people are so frail that when they start to learn that I'm not better because I'm white, then what else do I have? What else do they have? The only thing that they have is this slogan, is that that they keep chanting that I'm better, more excellent because I'm white. They're not saying I'm better because of my contributions. They're not saying I'm better because of my education. They're not saying I'm better because of the developments and the advancements of civilization. They're saying that I'm better simply because I'm white. And when you take that away from them, They can't compete with any other nation when it comes to excellence. This is why America ranks 25 now on mathematics, which are the building blocks of civilization. So I cannot restore black people, because then what I'm doing is I'm pulling the trigger on my own existence, my own extermination. This is why right now white men are doing what? They're trying to get the best black women in order to help produce their lineage and keep their idea of white supremacy going, because we all know light-skinned niggas always think they better than dark skin. But they're not going to, though, brother LaBelle. They're going to fight tooth and nail, because if they level the playing field, you know, look what we've done. Literally, this is what people don't understand. What we have right now, nobody has given us anything. You know, no, after slavery, we were never given anything. There was no handouts for us. There were no land grants. There were no land grant colleges. There were no grants for the machinery to help farm the land. We were given absolutely nothing, and we still built 60, not just Black Wall Street, we built 60 affluent towns that these people turned around and burned or flooded and destroyed completely during that time. But in 12 years after slavery, we had 6 affluent towns, and they murdered millions, you know. And our people are so, our people don't read, so they don't understand what we lost. There's a white boy right now, I forgot his name, but he has he's out there now talking about this study, because he's a professor at a university. He's pushing it now because he says that Black people are owed $20 trillion, not simply because of what the government promised them with 40 acres and a mill. They're owed $20 trillion just on the property that was taken from us after slavery. In those 60 towns, their land was taken. The minerals on those lands were taken. I got a brother-in-law in Chicago. He just had to fly down to Louisiana and put locks on his family's land. They were drilling oil. A $1 billion oil company was down there drilling oil on their land and not paying them. And then they tried to tell them that they did not own the land, but they still had the deeds to the land. And so they're owed millions of dollars because they've been drilling on there for 20 years now. And they said, we've been drilling on here for 20 years, man. We thought listen what they said to him. He said, we thought y'all were all dead. We thought there were no more of y'all left. Well, why would you think they're all dead if you didn't kill them?
Come on now.
You see what I'm saying? See, we got to understand what we're dealing with when we're dealing with this Caucasian white man, because we are thinking that we're dealing with somebody who is just like every other human being on the planet, but he is not. And I don't care if he's a white Christian, a white Muslim, or a white Jew. The Caucasian white man is the same. And that mentality is the same. And that mentality is white supremacy. And white supremacy can only be supported by the death and inferiority of Black and brown people.
Come on now. Man, I ain't gonna keep on asking these questions, man. I know you gotta get up out of here, man. We'll keep this thing going, man. I was trying to stall and kill some time. Is G1 in the building? QD? Oh yeah,
I see his thing.
Okay. But yeah, man, Brother Tony, man, I appreciate you coming. We'll have to get you back on her, man. There was a master class tonight. This was beyond what one can think of. G1, you ready to go?
I'm going to head out, family, if y'all don't need me anymore.
No, man, you keep, man, hey, man, you over deliver. You know?
Well, blessings.
One time, man, we'll give it up, Tony Montana. I said Tony. I'm gonna say Tony Montana.
Man, I felt like it. Y'all put the guns in my hand tonight. I came in and shot up the spot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all
Hey, we
brothers keep
appreciate you
doing what
coming
y'all
on,
doing.
Brother Tony.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me. And anytime y'all want me to come through, man, I will. Y'all been doing some major things. I seen y'all been getting extra. I've been seeing y'all been going viral. Brother Lavelle been going viral, man. Y'all keep this thing hot. Y'all keep your ear to the ground, man. And y'all keep a safe place, man, for the young folks to come, because we need to get some young people over here too, like QB said, and let them express their positions, because they think that we had a event last week in Chicago, 2 weeks ago in Chicago, and we were trying to merge older brothers with younger brothers so that we can merge the wisdom of the elders with the spirit and the passion of our youth. Because our young men just need some guidance. That's all. They the best people that are out there right now. This is the best generation that we have right now. And they'll do whatever we ask them to do if they know that we're in their corner, you know. So thank you, brothers, again. I'm going to bow out gracefully. God continue to bless y'all.
All right, peace out.
Appreciate you. Hey, man.
T1.
Brother Tony Muhammad.
Microphone check, man. 1, 2.
Yeah, man. I was over here trying to start. I didn't know if you were going to go. Like, man, what G at, man?
I was here the whole time, man. Loading up, man. I was listening, man.
Okay.
Been on here about 30 minutes, man. I'm like, boy, they going in. I'm like, that's what's up.
Yes, sir, man. This one of them shows. This one of those gonna be for the books, man. What you got for it though, man? We don't want to waste no more time with it. We got G1 with the sports, man. I know he finna hit us one. I love to see his intros, man. Man, for y'all who may be first time watching the last DFW, this is our sports guy G1, man, and he has the best sports segment in town and all the way around. So, so give it to him, G1.
Appreciate it, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Lounge DFW Sports. The Washington Commanders, should I say, aka Redskins, they definitely lost. They tried to do whatever they could to knock Dek's head off. At least his head wasn't in his helmet, or that would be considered a head loss. He is the captain of the team. I mean the leader of the ship. And we got more games to go to find out if we can make it to the ship. But if you on the sideline not paying attention, you might be put in another dimension. So watch out for Jaquan Snell, a free safety from Waxahachie that be hitting. When you in the trenches, you definitely gonna get the business, so you shouldn't be down here playing around. But when you're on the ground, somebody might punch you down. And somebody out here always making some spectacular play. I gotta show that again, because somebody need to put that on ESPN. When you locate the ball in the air, whoever catch it, it don't matter, it's all fair. And this baby haven't even graduated to underwear. I mean, dribbling, pulling up, we talking about diapers. The way he's handling the ball at a young age is gonna be so elite. Man, you gotta get up pretty early in the morning if you wanna compete. And you gotta train the kid up the way he gonna go. So he been watching somebody, cause he let them hands go. Man down. Somebody's always watching. You best believe your children got you. And any time or any situation. It could be something you're facing, a bad habit or a good habit. The purer the kid, the more they're gonna be good at it. But she was letting her daddy know, I love you. Don't worry, I got you, daddy. But this monkey right here wasn't playing. He looking for the bananas to rob. And this dude don't want no bananas. He want the money. He just on his job. You fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. You do it 3 times, man, don't play with me. And sometimes you gotta fake it just to make it. And this fish did that. Ain't never seen a fish play possum, but hey, at least he know the snake ain't got him. And he definitely flipped over and got away. At least the fish lived to see another day. But you know, I don't know what size double D's or triple D's those is, but a bra for a blanket, I don't know what he was thinking. But your feet gotta be real stanky when you put them in the water and have an odor and leave the fish dead floating. And somebody need to come get their ain't tea, because there's just too much sugar in the sweet tea. I mean, man, 70-30 on the way. But when it comes to the big guys, you gotta have somewhere they can play. I mean, this is nothing but the big man Olympics. So don't get disqualified taking Ozempic.
They don't get qualified playing, taking those in. Damn it, man. Boy, you in the videos. I look forward to the jokers every day, man. Me, every day, every week.
Every week. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, boy. I tell you, I have to put the time in, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Well, you know how I always do it every week, man. You know, I always got to represent Justice for Two. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So if people do not know what happened with the situation with Justice for Two, you know, I'm gonna play a little video, you know, that might refresh your little memory. You know what I'm saying? Might get you thinking.
According to the video timestamp, at 12:03 p.m. and 54 seconds, a portion of the crash can be seen as it occurs. Moments before the crash, the gold pickup truck abruptly veers out of the northbound lane into a business, while the green Charger is approaching in the same lane. Immediately after the crash occurred, the green Charger was observed on surveillance video and by witnesses traveling through the crash scene and continues north on LA 20, failing to stop.
Turn and then she had no head on.
Did you see a green Charger flying that way? A green Charger that going that way?
There was a green Charger. There was a green Charger that caused all this.
SRT8, he caused all that. He went to pass the cars way back there, sir.
The green Charger collided with these cars?
He went right between.
He went around that truck, okay? He was passing up with her right now, and she had no choice. She hits the pole.
How are they injuries? What
she
are they?
got a broken ankle.
Complaining about back injuries and then stuff like that.
What the fuck about they talking about he had no choice? What that jigaboo nigga talking about, man?
Man.
What was that jigaboo talking about, man?
I'm talking about he ready to just
man.
The green Charger. I'm like, God, dog, bro. That car wasn't even near there, man.
What was that jigaboo talking about? Man. Boy, I wonder how many butter biscuits they gave him.
I'm trying to figure out, man, how much money was displanted through this, man, from all the way to this time. That's the thing. Justice for Two, man. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, that is, man. Really ridiculous. We want to see these people more than prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? Want to see more than that.
Hey, that man, like, yeah, man, people need to go to jail for lying, man. You just sit up there and lie and say he went through them, they ain't had no choice. Man, what are you talking about, man?
Where did he come from? That's the question. Where he came from? He on the sideline just like, I seen it all. I seen it happen before it happened.
Dry came out of nowhere with that bullshit.
Yeah, just straight up lie like a mug. So did he well, you know, they had to slow down. They ain't had no choice. What?
Right.
I ain't have no choice if he behind. What are you talking about?
Man, that's always one of us every time.
Man, We should be able to legally take our own and do what we want to do to them.
Oh man, for sure. Right, don't worry about him. We got him.
Yeah.
We got this one.
Yeah. Send his ass on over here.
Yeah.
Beat him black.
Yeah, Louisiana got a lot of woods and a lot of alligators.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn it.
You know what I'm saying? Or feed them to the hogs, leave them no trace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, justice for two, man. We gonna keep posting some different stuff. The more information that I get, the more things that I find out what's really going on. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, man. We ain't gonna stop it. I know people haven't been talking about it that much, but I'm gonna talk about it every week. Every week. Know what I'm saying?
That's what you gotta do, man.
Every week. But let's shall we move on? Shall we carry on? Let's get to the winner. Chicken had won her first little fight, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to get a belt back. She's trying to bounce back.
Man, hey, we just talked about this, man. She on revenge street, man.
Man, she on revenge street, man.
Do she got the same trainer? Or did she got new trainers?
I think she got some different trainers. I would think, man, guys would switch up training based upon who they fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no offense to nobody that's training, man. You gotta have different trainers based upon who you're fighting, what you're trying to work on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Check out the video.
Shredder, Chicken, Metcalf.
The main event of our prelim card for Most Valuable Prospect 16 Championship Edition, Cristal Rosado versus Shredder, Chicken, Metcalf.
What it's like to face off with Shredder.
Now, coming straight out of Dallas, Texas, you know who it is, Shredder, Chicken, Metcalf. Yeah, you know what time it is. Yeah.
When you're out there, do you feel angry or do you feel calm?
I feel revenge right now. That's how I feel right now.
Tonight with a professional record of 14 victories versus 5 defeats and 1 draw, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Dallas, Texas, USA. Shredder Chicken Metcalf.
Couldn't miss with that 1-2. It took her 3 or 4 rounds to find that range, though. This is where it comes into play.
That was when Shanika Johnson stepped in, and that became a star turn for Shanika.
Both fighters are warned for throwing back to the head. The referee.
Now, you could do...
Chicken, MF champ. Everybody knows about it. No matter who you are. Y'all got a good personality, but sometimes, bitch, I want to whoop your ass.
Shredder! Yes, sir!
She was a very good pressure fighter. We knew that she liked to throw a lot of combinations, so my thing was to make sure I stayed long and just keep moving her and punching her while moving. And so she did what we expected her to do. What does this win mean for you? It means everything to me, because you know the last fight, it was very emotional for me. I just got out the ring, you know what I mean? I want my bill back. I want my bill back. I want my bill back. Period. I want my round, line this shit up. You heard it right here. Make some noise, Shredder Metcalf.
Just giving it out. What the hell? Girls that are wham in a circle, even if love make a jump like a hurdle. Girls that are wham in a circle.
Don't make it, you just don't make it. Everybody ain't champions. But I am. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league.
Perfect release from the top of the key. 3 step back, pull up, switch cheese, slam. Ooh. Got the crowd out their seats. 1 step closer to the big.
Yeah, man. So she want a belt back, man. She trying to How y'all do it, man? Hang in there. Stay in there, man. Try to do what's best for you, man.
Yeah. Hopefully, man, she'll get a shot at the title again, man.
I don't even think that was a title. I don't even think that was the title. That's just my opinion. I don't think that. I can't think that was the title belt. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
She
Well, I
just
mean,
getting back up in the ranks. You know
what I mean by title, shot at the title again, get a lick back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she need to get back in the ranks. You're right, Q. Yeah, that part. Back in the rankings.
Yeah. Did you watch the fight? Did y'all watch the fight?
Nah, brother. I actually even know she was fighting to the last minute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
I know. I know you watched that, Mug. I know you watched it.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of the fight, man. I caught it at the end of it, man. So I'm like, I don't know, man.
What it look like?
Like I say, man, different training, man, is very, very helpful, man. Can't have the same trainer, bro. Different fighters, different trainer.
Yeah.
That bullshit that lady she had on that last fight, man, she wasn't by shit.
The lady she was fighting wasn't
don't
nothing.
do what you gotta do. Get the fuck out of here. What's the game plan?
But it's different levels to it. I mean, I'm not trying to knock no trainer out here, bro. Just listen to what I'm saying. You understand there's different levels of training, man, on a pro level. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying a person can't train on a pro level, but man, when you going up against some of these monsters out here, bro, you gotta have elite training, dog.
Bro, I gotta beg to differ on that. I gotta say the last trainer she had, she wasn't square business. The reason why I say she wasn't square business because the same game plan that she came up with on this fight right here should have been the game plan that she should have executed on the last fight. She used her distance, she used her reach, she didn't let that little girl come up in there. You know what I'm saying? She bagged up off of her. You know what I'm saying? The last fight, it wasn't no planning on that. We seen that. We seen all rounds. It wasn't no planning with that shit. And then in the 8th round, my trainer telling me, shit, you could do what you got to do. No, bitch. Come up with what you've been seeing. What you've been seeing happen the whole goddamn 8 rounds. I've been getting hit this way, hit that way. Like, come on, man.
I need
to go in there and do what I got to do. Come on.
Yeah, you need a coach.
Readjust, man.
It can help you readjust. You need a coach that specializes in readjustment plan in the middle of a fight when they see that the fight is midway over and it's not looking good for your boxer, man. You got to be able to have the ability to have them readjust, not go in here and do what you got to do. What the hell?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man.
You seen this girl up in there getting
paid. That's what I'm saying. How much they were paying that trainer, that lady, whatever.
I find out, and I'm gonna find out what the trainer name was as well. But she didn't do chicken no justice that last fight, man. I'm glad that she won this fight right here. From the highlights of what I seen, it seemed like she had a better strategy, a better game plan going into this fight right here. Her mind was mentally in there, you know what I'm saying? And shit, man, I want her to get her revenge back, man. I want to see her go back up in there, man, and get that rematch and come out with a victory. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you say, trainers, the way that you train, man, the people that you using to get your shit together, man, in there, in that ring, that's a vital part of the boxing game, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the last trainer she had was not it wasn't it. I could tell. I mean, I don't even know if she trained at this time. I ain't see her around. But hey, that shit was bullshit, that last fight, man. I feel like right now she in it. I hope she make it to the top, man. Get her belt back.
All right, man. That's shout out to Chicken, man. We got some upcoming Dallas fighters, man. I'm gonna keep it on on a hush, man, leave a surprise for y'all. But we got some good upcoming fighters. Say, man, whoever supposed to be fighting little Aiden, man, y'all gotta stop being scared, man. They scared. I don't mean they shaking in their boots, man. They don't sign the damn contract, man. All right, moving on, man. I guess we can talk about this. I know this is not really sport related, but I want to give a shout out to Big X the Plug, man. I'm probably finna get this. Everybody's waiting on GTA 6, man. You know what I'm saying? The biggest wait ever. But Big X the Plug released, you know what I'm saying, the detailed version of GTA. Let's check it out. I can't play the music, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want them, you know what I mean? I seen Williams Chicken, man. They must have had the rights for the Rudies or what? They ain't had the rights for the Halls or the Rudies or none of that. Now I can truly say, man. Now the Williams Chicken was cool. That was straight. You know what I'm saying? When I'm thinking D-Town edition, now no offense, man, the H-Town. You know what I'm saying? But we don't ride swingers in the D, man. We don't. You know Dallas, man. We always been D's around here, and you know what I'm saying? Just being real, like. We don't.
I ain't seen no pair of swingers, man.
Not in Dallas, man. Not in the D, bro. We ride Dayton's, man, or something. D's, spokes, man, they mustards or something. You know what I'm saying? We don't. I don't know. That kind of threw me off. Then I didn't see Rudy's Chicken. Like I say, I seen Williams, you know, but maybe he ain't had the rights for Rudy's or something. I would have thought I seen Rudy's Chicken up in there or something, man. Something. Halls or somebody up in there. But yeah, man, moving on, man. Shout out to Big X Plug on that part. Now let's get into the. Oh man, I guess I got to get to the elephant of the room.
I didn't think Dallas would be good defensively. They may be the best offensive team in the league. They're situational. They're unbelievable at the end of halves. I am shocked about how good they are offensively.
You could make the argument that Brian Schottenheimer right now is the coach of the year. They trade Micah Parsons, a week before the start of the season. You get rid of Micah to add Pickens, who is a pretty big personality, who is going to shatter all of his personal highs. I mean, he's on pace for about 80 catches. I think his career high coming into the season was 5 touchdowns. He's already got 6. And it feels like on any given play, he can score. CD comes back, seamless, just put him right back in. They hit the ground running. Offensively, they've looked like a juggernaut.
Well. Talk about the elephant in the room. Let's get to the point right now. Let's talk about this. Your boy Dak Prescott is one of the top leading quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I mean, it's right now. It's not even week 8. Y'all really not even supposed to be talking about it because it ain't week 8. But we week 7. We close enough. Know what I'm saying? So Dak Prescott is number 2 quarterback in the NFL behind Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is number 1. Can't believe that. Matthew Stafford is number 3. Pat Mahomes is number 4. Daniel Jones for the Indianapolis Colts. What a surprise. Daniel Jones has been resurrected with the Colts, man. Look out, man. Colts might be a little dangerous team. My boy Drake May, New England Patriots are number 6. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence with your boy.
How?
Huh?
How Trevor Lawrence in that conversation?
Trevor Lawrence is ranked number 7, man.
Over Baker Mayfield?
Let me see what Baker Mayfield is ranked number 10 right now.
Man. Hell no. Who stats is this? Like who put this together?
This is the I tell you what, I pull it up, man. Let me
like Mr. could say, who put this shit together? Me. On that Mr. Who put this shit together? Me.
let me show you, man.
Bro, man. Trevor Lawrence over Baker Mayfield.
Hey, man.
Trevor Lawrence over man.
Mayfield. I can put it on the board for you, man. So you won't think I'm creating this stuff, man. I hope y'all can see it. I know it's kind of small.
Yeah,
yeah, man. That's the stat. That's the stat. I know it's hard to believe, man. now
Damn.
these are just the top ranking quarterbacks right now at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like if I click on this is for yardage. Like if I click on, other stat lines, it'll pull up somebody else leading, but this is passing yards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty much what we're going.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I usually talk shit about Dak, fool. But Dak playing some good football, man.
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this question.
Yeah.
When had Dak not
go look at his completion rating, bro. Look at it right there. Bro,
I'm gonna click
the
on
man is playing some football, bro.
I'm gonna ask you
straight up.
How many times we all agree he's the best regular season quarterback out there, man? I'm just saying. How many times we've been down this road?
Man,
he got some weapons this year, though, bro.
Yeah,
he got some weapons like a motherfucker.
I mean, how many? He had some weapons.
He got a duo over there, bro. It's killing, bro. Like, man, Pickens and CD, them motherfuckers is bad, bro. I ain't bullshitting. Go look at the highlights of this last game they had, bro. Them motherfuckers
it don't impress me because Dak. When had Dak not been one of the best regular season quarterbacks?
Last year he was trash.
Wasn't really that good last year.
Listen, the point I'm making is, listen, man, we done seen him be good in regular season. If Dak can't get you to the NFC Championship, this regular season once again don't mean nothing, man.
But I'm gonna tell y'all,
I bank that he probably get him there, man, because Jalen Hurts is running out of gas, bro. Straight up.
They still winning, ain't they?
Man, they got a good team.
I can see them boys.
Jalen Hurts ranked number 11. He ranked under Baker Mayfield, number 11.
Only thing that got them boys still winning is that touch push shit.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, whatever it takes, a W's a W, man. Hey man, I heard that in Dallas all the goddamn time. I've seen some ugly wins from Dallas motherfuckers.
Who we got next? Who we got next? Who we play next?
I talked about that yesterday. Man, I talked about it on my show yesterday about who the Cowboys play next. Do you know the Cowboys play the Denver Broncos next? Do you know the Cowboys?
That's gonna tell us a lot. That's gonna tell us a lot. If we beat them, that's gonna tell us a lot.
Facts. Do you know the Cowboys have not beat the Denver Broncos since 1995?
Oh man,
they've been whooping us. They got us 9-4.
Vegas gonna trick y'all again. Y'all know Dallas gonna lose, right? Because everybody, let me tell you what's gonna happen. Never y'all heard of her first. Dallas gonna lose because right now everybody say Dallas, it's overdue, man. It's been 30 years. They ain't won since 1995. Everybody feels that there's gonna be a 30-year curse that's gonna be broken. And people is Dallas playing at home?
I think they playing in Mile High. I think so.
Oh, that changes.
Oh shit.
I mean, if they played at home or in Mile High, I don't think I feel like the Cowboys can beat Denver because the way Denver is playing, not a lot of teams don't want to play Denver, man, right now.
What Denver record? What they looking like?
Denver's sick, bro. Denver is sick right now, man. Especially last night. They came and kicked the shit out of
Giants.
They came back and beat the shit out of the Giants, bro.
Who they quarterback, man? Y'all know I don't know nothing about NFL no more, boy. I sound like somebody ain't never watched football before, man. I tried to watch the Cowboys, man. I can't get past 2 downs on the motherfuckers, man. I've tried, man.
You missed a good ass game, bro. They kicked the Commanders' ass, bro.
I just can't watch it because I know it's fake now, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, I swear to God, family. You know, once you it's hard to unsee what you know. You know. I know it's our entertainment now, man. I've been trying. You can have my wife every Sunday. I swear, I'm gonna watch a game, family. After 2 possessions, family, I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying.
The Denver Broncos is 5-2, man. They are number 1 in the AFC West.
Oh, they might lose, bro. They might lose against the Cowboys, bro. Damn.
See,
I hate it. That's their Vegas shit. That's their Vegas shit. That's their Vegas shit. They gonna lose. Look, the Cowboys they gonna give up. The Broncos gonna give if the Broncos give Cowboys 7, bro. Anything 7 and above, I'm taking the Cowboys, bro. I'm sorry. I'm bucking that shit. I'm bucking that shit, bro. I ain't bullshit. I'm bucking that shit. I swear. They better not get the Cowboys over 7, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh man.
If they get a Cowboys,
for that one, man. Don't take it, man. Don't take the bait, man.
Hey, I've been losing like a motherfucker 1 game each week. Say, you know who fucked me off Sunday?
Who that?
I end up taking Miami.
Who they play?
I end up taking Miami against who the fuck they played? Damn, they played Flacco. They played Cleveland. I ended up taking Miami, thinking that was gonna be that game.
Flacco played for Cincinnati Bengals. They
end up beating damn.
They lost to the Bengals?
They lost to the Browns.
Oh man, they got beat by
damn, what's this nigga name? Hold on.
The one that's in front of Shador.
Yeah.
Damn, they lost to the Browns? And they go.
Browns, bro.
They trash for real.
That's why I be feeling. That's what let me know, man. They gonna always give you this every week. Who that man? What's guy got their toe up too? Jaguars. I see they got their blowed out, man.
And the Jaguars been kind of. Let me look at the Jaguars. The Jaguars have been.
They record all the way up to that game right there. The Jaguars have been on point.
Yeah, the Jaguars is pretty cool.
Browns beat them motherfuckers 31-6.
31-6, man, that's garbage. What?
The Jaguars got their head toe up too. When I see the score, it was like 35-7 or something.
The Jaguars played the Rams. Man, they got beat 35-7.
Yeah, man, I'm like, God damn.
They got destroyed. Man, don't put your money on. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. There's some trickery going on.
Man, that's why QD better go and follow your first mind. Them 2 lock-ins for the win, man.
Don't put them on the ticket. I wouldn't even touch the Cowboys in Denver game because, like I say, the Cowboys have not beat the Denver Broncos since 1995. So you don't know how this game gonna go. I wouldn't do it. It might go to some overtime, cheating. Something's gonna happen because they playing against Sean Payton, for one. Know what I'm saying? Cowboy defense ain't been doing too great. Like I say, I told people, don't get too crunk about this damn Washington team because they missing two of their greatest receivers right now. Cowboys should have put 100 on them. You know what I'm saying? Just being real, dog.
That's
but we playing Denver. We playing the Denver Broncos. This game right here gonna prove that is the Cowboys at least a playoff team.
They might squeeze in now, man. But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they be good enough to beat Philly. I think this season, this division still belongs to Philly, man. They got too much of a complete team.
I'm gonna tell you something. Bill. The Giants are gonna beat Philly Sunday.
Well, yeah.
The Giants gonna beat Philly Sunday, bro. Watch.
We'll see, bro.
Like, damn, that nigga Dart went off like a motherfucker. Yep, man. I told that nigga Bill.
You say the Giants gonna beat Philly?
They gonna beat Philly.
I mean, hey, they just beat Philly the first when Dart and them got up in there. They did give Philly that L, that loss, made them like, hey, man, y'all in the NFC now. It's a rivalry.
And look, these boys done figured out that tush push. They know the line that nose guard up sideways on that shit.
Yeah, you seen that? You see how dude ran up sideways?
That shit over with. That shit over with. They done figured out how to beat the tush push, man.
He seen it. He say, hey, what you say? He lined up sideways on it.
Line that motherfucker up sideways. They gonna win. They gonna beat it every time.
Yeah, you know somebody was studying how to beat that damn tush push, man. Every week, somebody practicing like, man, I got.
I mean, that's the NFL. It's a fast pace. You know, nothing else. Remember the goddamn. I mean, what was the what's that when when they come out the shotgun and they hike the motherfucker to the running back? What was they called?
Wildcat.
Yeah, the Wildcat. Nigga, that shit lasted a half a season.
How long that tush push been going? What, two seasons? It took 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, man.
I think it's been about a good almost 2 seasons now. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they done missed to the Super Bowl twice off that shit.
Yeah. So can we say, do we got the best receiver duo in the league?
Yeah, and guess what? Who been turning it up? They don't look for what I had seen on the highlights. Kansas City back. You know, we told they always start off slow, man. It almost like, man, we got to give y'all a head start, man, before we get started.
Oh, we really get started. Like, it's making it interesting.
It's just like the LA Lakers and the Chicago Bulls, bro. They crank up around that end time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know for a fact every year, them hoes gonna crank up around the end of the season. You guaranteed to get Baltimore coming out the woodwork at the end of the season. They'll go through their spell around week 8. You know what I'm saying? And shit. From 6 to 8, they gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But when they'll get the waking up, they gonna make them playoff for sure.
Yep. That's fact.
Yeah.
They do it every year.
Yeah. If it end up Philly and Kansas City again, they're gonna be boring, man.
I don't know about Philly. I don't know. The NFC is scary. I don't know what team quit to go, but I don't think it's gonna be Philly.
I really can't say because I ain't been watching. I just see that they still number one in the NFC, ain't they? They ain't lost number one game, right?
I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or somebody like that.
I think Philly only lost one game, right?
Yeah.
Philly done lost 2 games, I think.
I think they lost against let me see. I'll tell you right now.
I thought when I seen the game when they were playing, I thought they were 4-1 at the time. I could have been wrong. I was just watching it, you know, the NFL.
They 5-2.
5-2.
Yeah,
they lost against they lost against New York. New York 34-17, New York, and the Broncos
The Green Bay Packers
Oh,
have lost only one game. Yeah, the
I'm
Packers
talking
are
about them damn
one.
Eagles.
What did
You said
ain't that what Parsons went the Green Bay?
Yeah, they done lost only one game.
It's like every Cowboy defense, all the way from DeMarcus Warren when he
The best team in the NFL right now, the top teams is the Indianapolis Colts. They 6-1. The Packers, the only reason why they ain't really 6-1 or whatever, because you know they tied with the Cowboys. So the Packers is 4-1-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then the Patriots, 49ers. I think the 49ers are still, man, they got some good coaching over there, bro.
What's Cowboys record?
50% ball club, 500. Just as Jerry designed it, 500, 3-3 in a tie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's us.
3-3 in the tie.
Yep.
Damn.
Coach
That tie hurt my motherfucking feelings, boy.
Yeah, man, I hate this tie stuff. The New England Patriots has went on a 4-game winning spree. The Denver Broncos, is that the Broncos? Yeah, the Broncos have won 4 games straight. Damn. Cowboys might lose.
Say, look, check this out. This Bronco game is gonna be everything to the Cowboys if they win it. The Broncos have beat the Eagles and they have beat New York.
I think Dallas gonna know for the simple fact.
Cowboys already done beat the Commanders. They need to beat the Broncos, bro.
Man, we ain't beat the Broncos since '95, dog.
Yeah, I think them bringing that up. It's been a 30-year anniversary. Everybody saying, man, they due for a win. Everybody gonna put, they're gonna take Dallas, right? They giving the points or whatever. Everybody gonna take Dallas, man. And I think if Dallas win, they ain't gonna even cover. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want nobody to take Dallas, bro. I don't want nobody. I don't want Stephen A. None of them niggas to talk good about that. I don't want none of them motherfuckers to say Dallas gonna do shit. I want everybody to say we ain't gonna win. All that no extra ass shit.
Yeah, keep it the same. Yeah,
keep it the same, man. We don't want no help. We good.
I seen them hyping Dallas up too after that game too, man.
Man, don't hype them up, man. I'm telling you, man. When I did the show last night, I broke it all the way down. Look, don't think you did something against this damn Commanders team, man. This is just the Commanders, man.
That was not 100% the Commanders, bro.
For real, bro. Damn. Calm down. Back to reality.
You see, I wasn't talking no shit. You see, I wasn't talking no shit on that motherfucker, bro. I'm watching the game, just trying to see what we looking like. You know what I'm saying? It was just a look like I'm just trying to see how it looked with CD back. You know what I'm saying? How it looked with the duo. I was just looking at that. All that extra ass shit, man. You see, I ain't post nothing yesterday. Because I know I'm a real motherfucking Cowboy fan. I know for a fact that they wasn't 100% team they were playing. I just wanted to see my offense and see how my offense worked. It did.
Man, way the Cowboys schedule look, bro. This is the craziest. Say the Cowboys lose to the Broncos. We turn around and play the Cardinals at home. That's a bounce back game. That's a bounce back win kind of type of. You know what I'm saying? Then we play the Raiders.
That's a motherfucking beat our ass.
Who, the Cardinals?
Yeah. I can't stand that little bitch ass nigga, Murray.
I don't even know if he playing. He might be hurt. That's why I'm saying we play a lot of teams that kind of got some injuries. There's a lot of injuries in the league, period, though. I ain't gonna lie. The Raiders have lost 6 games in a row. Cowboys can't play around. Let the Raiders get no confidence. Because we play the Raiders after the Cardinals. That should be 2 wins back to back.
Man, them Raiders, I seen them have they had some little deal talking about if you're a Raider, you can't do no smiling. Everything be serious with you right now. And no smiling at all. You ain't it's just a bad team just to root for. They don't have a permanent home. They like motherfucking immigrants. They just be every goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
He said like he say they like every word.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, boy, that's cold.
If they spend so much money on that stadium, there, I'll probably already be gone out of out of Vegas being dead in the motherfucker now. They probably gonna move them back because Vegas is a dying city now.
Yeah, ain't nobody spending no money, man, like that. Damn, man, we play the Raiders, the Eagles, Chiefs, Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings, Chargers, and Commanders in the last game of the season. The Giants. Damn, man.
By that time, them hoes will have that momentum.
We look like we gonna be 500, dog.
Yeah. Hey, man, this ain't nothing new.
It's gonna be 500, man.
Ain't nothing new, man. I think Jerry be over. He got somebody betting on the back end around this motherfucker. So he ain't losing nothing.
This all we got, bro. So this the only hope the Cowboys got, man. Besides the duo quarterback. That's it.
Bro, that say, man. Say, Bill. Bill. That nigga Dak doing his thing, bro. You know I be talking shit about that motherfucker.
I can't be impressed. I done seen him have a whole bunch of good regular season.
Hey, you know I be on this nigga ass. You hear me? You know I be on his ass every chance I get, even when he doing good. But this year, it's something about this dude, bro.
Man,
he got something that happened to him, bro, that got me like, damn, this whole ass, he really a leader this year.
This is last season in Dallas.
Man, they play good when contract time is up, huh?
Yeah,
man. That motherfucker playing good, like, bro. I don't know what it is. Man, that motherfucker really playing good, bro.
He see the baby mama done got that weight up off of. She got a good job now, nigga. She looking good to the motherfucker, nigga. The love just ain't there. She done opened up the door, man, for opportunities for somebody else. He no matter what he do, he know it's over. That is like only way he gonna be able to stay. He got to make it to an NFC championship, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just winning one playoffs and coming close to going to the man. People tired of seeing that shit.
And you know
they cannot
going to an NFC championship. You didn't make it. You was close to going to.
You know the funny thing about it, it's like, okay, we gonna strip you because we know defense win championship. We gonna strip the defense, but we gonna give you just a couple of weapons on offense, Dak, and we need to see what we can get. That what it seems like it's set up for him to fail. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, because I understand he got the money and this and that, but we don't got no splash linebacker. We ain't got no splash defensive end rush or nothing.
I'm gonna ask y'all this question: how y'all feel about if Jerry? Because they got some picks. They gonna get all this defense and let Dak stay one more. Y'all want him to stay again? If he have a good season, even if he don't get y'all to the NFC Championship, y'all have that case to make. Well, man, Dak did what he supposed to do. He made us to the second round playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna lose. Y'all ain't going past that. Do you keep that and say, well, man, we just get a couple of defense pieces that come on back. We got our offense together now. We gonna be good. Is that what you're going for, or do you say, man, let's go ahead and trade him, let's scrap the team, let's start over?
I think we need to. I think we still need to. I think we need to get a. I think we need to still get a quarterback because all in all, Dak he gonna be out the door in the next 3 years. So go on and get us something new, fresh quarterback, fresh legs up on him, and shit, man. Beef that defense up and shit. Go from there. I think he'll make it to the second round of the playoff.
I mean, that's the insurance policy of how the Cowboys did it. They got enough draft picks to kind of say, look, if our season be not too good, we still up in the top picks. Or we can trade a couple players we got to move up and get a quarterback or get a whatever we need. Cowboys definitely need to get a damn defensive coordinator. I don't give a damn what they say. No matter what players you put on the team, man, the coordinators, the coaching, That's why I was saying, man, I get sick of this every year. Everybody want to look to get the top players in the league, but what about the top coaching in the league? What about the person that can motivate the dude that's the 7th round pick that didn't get much star status, and he come to the team and be the superstar? What about that, man? Because these players be saving these coaches' job, man. And I'm telling you, the coach for the Giants, he should have been fired last night. Because ain't no damn way they supposed to lose to the Denver Broncos. You know what I'm saying? They had the Broncos 19-0. You turn around and lose the game? Yeah, bro, you should be fired, bro. That's real talk. There's a lot of bad coaching going on in the league. Terrible coaching, I can truly say. And Cowboys got one of them. Now, and Marty Schotty, nothing against Marty Schottenheimer. He's doing a good job with the offense. Offense is the most explosive thing we got. Defensively, trashly, garbage, dumpster juice. Yep. I wish we could have some draft pick on some coaches or something. Boy, I swear. Put in a resume for somebody. But you know, it's to a certain degree, it's hard.
Who would be good? Who would be good for the defensive coach over there? Who would be good to come to Dallas?
Man, I don't know. I'll probably start young, man. Start to get one of these young coaches or something. Young coaches for college or something. Switch it up, man. Give some new growth, man. Because some of the old guys, they stuck in ways, and it Matt Eberflus, he's an older coach a little bit. He kind of stuck in ways. That's not gonna get it in this new time. Motivate some of these new coaches. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys out there that's gonna be looking for the job that might be a good fit, but it's hard to do things with Jerry Jones to a certain degree, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, man. That's why I be feeling like, man, let shit just be a facade, man. Cause it's like Jerry's not interested in winning for real.
Right. Yeah, it's like if he ain't interested in winning, no matter what coach you have, it's gonna make him look bad, which he's not a good coach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not a bad coach.
I mean, his thing is control. You know what I'm saying? He values control more than winning, and that's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's true. Well, let's get into a championship type of team right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about something that's recently winning, recently doing something. You know what I'm saying? Old Dallas Mavericks. You know what I'm saying?
Dallas has been voted an NBA franchise.
Back when Norm Sanju and Don Carter started the expansion franchise, it was more than a business opportunity. It started with a dream, a vision to build something out of the ordinary. With the first overall pick, the Mavericks select Mark Aguirre. At 9th, Rolando Blackman. And in the second round, Jay Vincent. What they've built didn't happen by chance. 8 first-round picks in 4 years. Harper, Perkins, Shrimp, Tarpley, and then came Donaldson. Coming off their first division title, first 50-win season, the standard's been set. Norm Sanju and Don Carter have given Dallas something real, something to believe in. Advancing to their first ever Western Conference Finals. This is where they belong. For 45 years, this jersey has carried our heartbeat, honoring where it all began. A symbol of pride for our city. This is Hardwood Classic.
I ain't gonna lie, with mine going to see a couple of them games, you know.
Yeah, man.
Shits and giggles.
First game of the season is Wednesday. The Mavericks play the Spurs.
Is Spurs even a thing anymore, man?
What? Maybe now? Shit.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't
they-
know, man. Man, y'all know I've been out of sports, man, just like after the pandemic, man, I seen that those fake ass championship they gave the Lakers. Man, they just missing the game up, brother. They that like.
Oh man.
If y'all notice since the pandemic, that's when the league had already been kind of starting to struggle, but that pandemic done it, man.
True that. That is true. Yeah, that is true, man. Can't deny that one.
You know, I see them trying to find a way to bring the NBA back, but man, we lacking superstars. Like, man, when we came up, brother, man, we had cards that we used to collect. If it was down there a superstar on every team, it didn't even matter how sorry the team was, they at least had a superstar. Yeah. Not a star, but a superstar.
Yeah.
Today, man, everybody's just mediocre. To me, it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't went through this about, you know, who's super. Now, I will say this about the Mavericks. They got on paper, they got an all-star team. And we just had to sit up here and talk about how good they was, and they had to play nobody. We can talk their ass up on the championship. We talk all day long and give our reasons why they would win the championship, you know. But let's see, man. On paper, they look like him. They look like him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's true. I'm looking at this roster right now. We looking dangerous, man. If this roster can come together and Cooper Flag can just develop without being forced. If Cooper Flag can develop without being forced to be the guy, and the Mavericks a dangerous team, man. But the Mavericks play their first game Wednesday, bro. 6:30. You know what I'm saying? They say the lowest ticket like $44. Yeah, that's the lowest. The highest, motherfucker. I need to be on the floor. Right behind the bench so I can talk that shit. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, man. Upcoming season this year, the season starts, man. The journey begins, man. Only team that's been to a championship recently in the last year or two. So at least we got some kind of hope in the city that's promising to do something instead of just sell some damn tickets. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the end of my sports, bro. I'm up out of here on that, man.
Yes, sir. Well, that concludes our show tonight, man. We appreciate everybody stepping through, coming through. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch this playback.
Yeah, man. Y'all can do that.
G1, you got anything closed out, man? I'm finna be out. I'm finna hit him with the salute and toot, man.
Man, I'm up out of here, shoot, man. I ain't, I gotta. Y'all tune in tonight, man. I got a surprise for y'all tomorrow night, so y'all tune in tonight, man.
Gone.
Out of here.
What time is it? A great time. What time is it? It's our time. What time is it? It's show time. What time is it? It's my time. What time is it? It's your time. What time is it? It's our time. What time is it? It's show time. For the fashion, the main attraction, the minute we step out the door. You dig? Y'all been the ride, we ready to slide on any nigga wanna go. You dig? Whatever the place, whatever the stage, we keep the people on go again. Forever so solid, surrounded with talent already. We running the show for real. It's the function, jumping. Yeah, we doing something, not standing around looking at each other doing nothing. It's about that time, cause I ain't wasting mine. Any millisecond on the clock, I'ma maximize. Maxed out seats, a hole in the wall and all. Regardless of the situation, the What time is it? It's art time. What time is it? It's show time. Dress with affection, the main attraction. The minute we step out the door, get in. I'm in the ride, we ready to slide on any nigga wanna go. Indeed, whatever the place, performance the stage, we get the people want more again. Whatever the stars are ready with talent already, we running the show for real. I never action, the crowd satisfaction. I posted like presidents in the election. Dedicate, educate.